I'm down to watch this for a bit. So this is Giza's team. St.Clair Saints. They played in the Coliseum against Lucky 7. We saw Lucky 7 go pretty far in the whatchamacallit. We saw them go pretty far in last open qual, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yes. They beat St.Clair Saints 2-0 at this exact same time last time. So this is a rematch. A rematch. Bet. I'm in. Say less. No banana? The banana is like bugged right now, and I don't want to reboot my PC. So forgive me for that. Looks like St.Clair State's won first attack round. Banana's just a stunt double that lip syncs. It's true. I've been seeing Giza terrorize Xander in solo queue. Yeah, he's rank 10 right now, Giza. And he was rank, I believe, 2 a few days ago. He just had an unlucky bout of games. He's been on a bit of a loss streak, I believe. But he was like way up there. Okay, it's quiet. I forgot. No casters. We know we have Keg on the main broadcast. If anyone can pay attention to the main broadcast, let me know when they're starting. I appreciate that. I think you have more viewers than the actual stream. There's no... Oh, then this rebroadcast? Maybe. Then we move the mouse. Yeah, and they got 250 viewers. I really want to watch Cavern's team play. Oh, Lucky 7 has Kampeki? I didn't even realize. Very clean round from STC. Like completely flawless. I and the others in chat were saying the whole time, look, Pen Flash, I had to run a bunch of errands today, okay? I haven't gotten my dinner yet. I've ordered it. I'm just trying to enjoy the games. Cut me some slack, okay? Why they push back? Give them ult orbs? I mean, they didn't give them ult orbs. They traded ult orbs. When you die, you get an ult orb. But I'm guessing they thought they could get at least one exit frag. It's kind of tough that they killed 0. Because now this is basically an equal round. Round 3. I get it. I don't read much of chat when observing and hosting Underpeel when games are actually on. Thank you. St.Clair's put Q on Duelist. I like that. Me too. Q is... I mean, speak of the devil. The dude was hot in the Sunset event. He was opping on Sky, if I recall correctly. Is 505 Enzo the same Enzo from Hooch server? I don't think so. I'd be pretty shocked if an Immortal player qualified for day 2. Woo! I mean, this is huge for St.Clair's if they can convert this. They've got the Odin. Yo, what's up, Z-Tall? Oh, they don't know where he is. Don't realize he's market right now. This feels so cursed without casters. We'll go to the main broadcast once they begin the next game. Ooh, that is huge for St.Clair Saints. Like, that's actually crazy that they just win that. Let me see the status of my My food is arriving in like 6 minutes. Let's see. So the main broadcast is boom. They are, where is it? I don't see it. There they are. They're not doing anything yet. We don't know. I'll keep them up on the side. Oh my god. Wait, STC are playing really well. Why is there an acronym STC when it's St.Clair Saints? Because it's St.Clair College. Don't ask me, dude. I couldn't give you the full reason, but they're a collegiate team. One of the best collegiate teams in the league. And it would be crazy if a full collegiate team qualifies for Tier 2. Actually, did Winthrop University qualify already? They did. If 2 qualify, that would be insane, bro. What? Collegiate is so strong. That's crazy.
Last player standing.
All right, Lucky 7 finally managing it on the board. But I mean, St.Clair already has 4. Like, I guarantee you they're happy with that. Let's see if Q can do any damage. My food is 4 minutes away and I'm dying. I'm dying. I think it might end up being the Tier 2 scene. Seems like a natural, smart way for Tier 2 to grow. No, I don't think you can, like, make collegiate the Tier 2 scene. Because then you just alienate talent that's on the younger side. And you alienate talent that's on the older side. It makes sense in physical sports where collegiate is like you're entering your physical peak. And then you go into the pro league. It's just like the aging of it all makes sense. Because a 30-year-old won't just become like a pro baseball player or whatever. If they weren't already at that level. But in Valorant, it can happen. Like, if you take a CSGO player, for example, somebody who's just, like, super good at CSGO, but never was pro, just for whatever reason. If you don't give them a path into Tier 1, it can kind of feel weird. I like how it is right now. I think Valorant does it pretty much perfectly. It's a bit confusing how it works, but having open qualifiers to get into the Tier 2 league is so cool. It's so cool. I think pretty much any other esport would kill for this system. They like fans of other games or players would do things to get a system like this implemented. Damn. Dude, St.Clair Saints are playing the slowest default I've ever seen. And they seem to have the read. Like, look at this. Lucky 7 are just falling. Valorant fans be bitching that everything's not open qual a lot. Yeah, I know, right? That
30 seconds left.
is actually crazy.
Last player standing.
CS has open quals for the major directly, really, so... There's a lot of other things that Counter-Strike lacks that the fans would want Valve to do, though, that are a bit less than the competitive. Like, they're not directly related to the competitive scene, and it hurts the game a lot. Are you watch partying VCT Americas League? Yes. First game is Friday. I will be watch partying all of the Americas games, I believe. You don't understand what if my random diamond 5 stack actually upsets every tier 1 team? Has that happened in Counter-Strike? has a team with like no name whatsoever associated with them qualified for a major. Like with 5 no names. Does that happen?
Placing swarm grenade.
With cheaters? Yeah. Well, obviously I am not including cheaters. I would not like you to include cheaters in the answer to that question.
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out.
Bad News Eagles did. Were they Optic India? I mean like an international major. Like a big boy competition. Just to be clear. And also Optic is a professional esports organization. Oh, India's the word EXE guy. What was the point of that molly? I didn't even see it, man. I won't lie. Who told Nuda to make my super fans super ugly? Because you ghost commed in our unrated game and you didn't own up to it. You acted like I should have looked at my minimap while I was in a clutch. In crosshair mode. You had it coming.
I cannot use that. Shock dart.
I was out of it last night. Are there any updates on Penflash's passport saga? I don't know.
You should run.
I presume no, since he hasn't updated us personally, but I don't know. Penflash, are there any updates on your passport saga?
Revealing area.
I know you were talking about how you were explaining to Nuda Buddha the stupid birth certificate nonsense. But I don't know if you explicitly like gave an update, or are you still just waiting on that?
Variable removed.
Dude, this is crazy. 6 rounds on attack already? He's criminal. TLDR, I'm still waiting for birth certificate. Oh, that's tough. That's actually tough.
Placing alarm bot. Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade.
A lot of people reach out, tell me a way to ensure I got it though. I'll bet. People are leaking passport tech to you? Can I get the same treatment? Like if I just have a random problem in life, can people just leak tech to me? I guess that's what being a streamer kind of is, huh? You just explain your problems to chat and then somebody in chat is like, actually I'm an expert in this field. Have you considered this? And you just go like, no, I haven't. Are we watching for funsies, or do you have a particular game you're waiting for? So I've got teams I'm interested in. Okay. So I'm interested in Shopify. Monka S for them right now. We're in game 3. I'm interested in Lemonade Stand. Also Monka S for them. They're in game 3. I'm interested in both of the teams playing right now. Lucky 7 and ST.Clair Saints are both interesting to me. QOR, I'm interested, and BTR Fan Club. There's a lot of teams I'm interested in watching. We'll see if the main broadcast has updated their title yet. No.
30 seconds left.
Dude, ST.Clair. Wow. Wow. Wait. He's got to be tilted. He's got to be. Did you see that? Like he just missed an arguably easy shot.
Placing sentry.
Did not see Hooge. Can we instant replay? I would, but I'm currently fiddling
Last player standing.
something on my desk, and I'm getting ready to go. Oh,
One
my food is
enemy
here.
remaining.
Come on, Will. He doesn't have it. Wow. Bro. Oh, wait. My food is here. I've got to go get it. I will be right back. Give me a moment. What ranks are these players? They're all high radiant. Giza was ranked 2 a couple days ago. He's ranked 10 right now. And they're all high radiant or capable of being there. Like Kampeki's ascendant right now, but I mean,
My bot.
he's played tier 1 before, and he can easily hit high radiant. I'll be right back.
Bot out. Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade. Placing sentry. I can't use that.
I'm back. Oh, SCC got picked off this time. Oh. Okay, Ferb says making work. I've got fried rice. Chicken fried rice. Spicy chicken fried rice. And I have not eaten since breakfast.
30 seconds left.
Oh, they're getting bomb site? You think they KO? Deny Killjoy?
Player standing.
Wow.
Spike down.
Never mind. Will is a beast. Can we read both market?
Scanning ahead.
Ooh, we don't have to.
There they. I have
10
the spike.
seconds left.
Spike planted.
Wow. Instinct is actually kind of dialed. Like, obviously they should be dialed. They're tier 2 potential players, but
Area's clear.
he's feeling it.
Thanks. Oh, no. You don't deserve my inventions.
I win that.
Oh, this is
Yeah,
a
Willie
much
is?
better trajectory.
I should be hitting you up for duo queue then. Because if you win that, you're underrated as hell.
Placing swarm grenade.
Who's the IGL? I have no idea. I don't follow them, these teams, that much.
Turret out.
I know a lot of these players. Like, I'm personally friends with them, but I don't know like the inner workings of their teams. I love this attack default from ST.Clair. Like, Ferbsess seems to have this tendency to get crazy over aggro. Case in point. Like, this is a miracle Ferbsess not dead.
Last player standing.
Surprised there's no Gamba, because we might be leaving this game.
Long.
I'm waiting to see the main broadcast. Like, I don't know who's going to be playing on the main broadcast, but I kind of want to watch that. Hooge clears? Yeah, if I was in this lobby, I'm pretty sure I'd drop 40. Minimum.
Placing swarm grenade. Placing
Is it
swarm
bad, though?
grenade.
She's finding picks? Only recently she's been finding picks. The 7 rounds they lost is because she was dying. Peeking out of bot mid smoke with op, even with a pop flash, is a pretty desperate move. That's the type of... That's like a solo queue grasping at straws call.
Deploying drone.
Grounded.
You're like, that's not an angle I'd recommend fighting on defense. Who's dropped 40 in this lobby on my life savings? Yeah. Yeah, on raise too. Agreed. Didn't you see my raise ascent earlier? I dropped like 15 in ascendant. And I saw a clip earlier where 10 said it's harder to play in ascendant than radiant.
Stealing sight.
So I think it stands to reason that I would drop about 40
30 seconds
in this
left.
game.
Cover going out. You are powerless.
10 seconds left.
Oh!
One enemy.
What?
Killjoy here.
I'm instant replaying that. Give me a moment.
Last round before the
Bro. Campeki. Look at this.
Placing sentry.
How much health did the last guy have? Because it was not a headshot, was it?
Placing swarm grenade.
Dude, it was a headshot. He headshot instinct. Holy shit. With 2 bullets in his mag, he flicked a
Get out
headshot.
of my way.
Flash.
That's ridiculous.
Right here.
I'm nothing like him. Dude, KU is literally Demon 1 this lobby in terms of first blood percentage.
One down.
Like, he is single-handedly giving St.Clair's a positive round delta on attack ascent. It's crazy. Willius subbed in there. Yeah, for that one fight. That was Willius on chat. Yo, I'm all Collie. Thank you for the 2-3. Ooh, this angle's really good. Wow. Smiley. I like that. You throw a smoke for yourselves and then you pop flash through it to clear the backside. That seems pretty or relatively safe. Oh, he's getting a lot of damage.
Blinding.
last player standing.
No. Nah, 8 rounds is crazy.
Knife deployed.
8 rounds is actually crazy.
Switching sides.
Isn't St.Clair like a college? Yes, this is a collegiate team. We already have one collegiate team that qualified for tier 2, Winthrop University. I believe Miami is up here. Oh, Maryville, not Miami. My bad. Main broadcast. Not yet.
Turret out.
Is Jover? No. You would think it's Jover.
Alarm bot out.
But like on paper, Lucky 7 are really strong. And Lucky 7, last time they faced SCC, they won 2-0. Like a week and a half ago.
Stealing sight.
Wow. What is this defensive call? 4B main with Killjoy tucked coffin off her turret. Just
Spike
gets
down
one.
A.
Just plays one and done.
Target spike retrieved.
Ooh.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, they don't know.
One enemy remaining.
Wait. Oh. Look, he has the read. He has his gun out. Oh, not enough read. Not enough of a read. He didn't really trust himself. Willius probably would have won that. It's such a weird pistol round. I feel like SCC is hard counter-stratting. Lucky 7 here. I want to play collegiate, but I think I suck too much. You probably do if you're not a Radiant player, or at least high immortal. You can still play collegiate, but I mean, playing and winning are two different things, right? You can play collegiate. You just probably won't get onto the broadcast.
Precise.
Our map's picked in this. Pick ban, pick ban. Standard pick ban.
Shadows traveling.
Most frustrating thing for me, varying levels of commitment. Not everyone is scholarship. Yup.
Thirty seconds left. Spike planted.
I mean, it could also just be a mindset thing.
Player standing.
Like, I would have been more committed to collegiate League of Legends if my team had any chance. Because I was like really good at League of Legends. I could have been on one of the better collegiate teams. But my teammates were trash. They were like platinum average. So I would never put real time into that team because we were not going to win. What do you mean? What role? 80 carry. I've got 2 challenger backpacks.
Placing alarm bot.
Collegiate age cap? I'm not sure. I know for Rocket League, it wasn't. You just had to be an active student. Like when I competed in CRL. What?
Enemy remaining.
And just like that, Lucky 7 have a flawless on their bonus round, and it's anybody's game.
I hate to say it, but probably best to play as a team. So, what's the plan?
All I'm saying is when that one chatter said it was Drover, I said, I don't know. Lucky 7 2-0'd SCC last time. And now I'd like to think that I predicted the future. That movement from Ferbsa was illegal, dude. Updraft dash towards market door. Who's Jinx it? Jinx it, dude. There's so many people watching these games, it's impossible to jinx them. At any point in time, like, someone in the audience has predicted who will win. And they predicted opposite of whatever you predicted. You're only saying that because you're watching me. MFC beat Shopify? Really? Shopify are already out? Bro, that sucks. Was map 3 close? No, it was not. Oh, this is Zero Cap's team. They're strong. Zero Cap has played with Silent X.
Let's go.
Who's on BTR right now? Oh, okay. They're playing with Suya. They did a roster swap. Lower bracket for Shopify or no? I don't think lower bracket starts yet, or it does. Yes. So they should go. Wait, where are they though? I don't see them down here. Yeah, no, there's no first round lowers. But why are teams like Burgerville in lowers already? Is that just from the
Down A.
placing? Like, how do you start in lowers?
I have the spike.
It doesn't seem to make sense.
Revealing area.
Silent.
30 seconds left.
Alarm bot out.
Ooh. Omen X 100 Thieves Will? I believe so, yes. And their KO is X Sentinels Kampeki.
Grounded. My ult's ready.
Damn, I just subbed to ask the Will question. Oh man, dude. That sucks.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Now you just gave me money for nothing. Wow. 8 to 8. Q has the op. That's huge. So 8 to 8.
Turn out.
Not where you want to be when you work so hard to get 8 on attack. Look at Ferza. 20 and 12. Wow, look at the ping. This is not fair at all. I didn't even notice. All of SCC have sub 20
Get out
ping,
of my way.
and almost all of Lucky 7 have 45. My God. He's crazy.
Grenade out.
They changed servers. I'm not sure how servers are determined. I'm pretty sure that you just play Texas.
Target.
Because that's the standard server for the tier 2 league. Yo, XX Alter XX, thank you for the 5-month prime. Speaking of giving you money for nothing, bet. Maybe I shouldn't have thanked you then. Because that can be considered something. Back 34, thank you for the prime. This is tough. They're about to be in a round deficit.
Last
Wow.
player standing.
That is crazy movement. They're down. Why is it Texas and not Illy? It's easier for esports orgs to get gamer houses in Texas because real estate is way cheaper and there's no state income tax. So lots of orgs, when they make their gamer homes or whatever, it's easier for them to get one in Texas than it is to get one in Illinois. Like, just go look at real estate pricing. Like, if you want to buy a large house, it will be less than half as expensive in Texas. Because it's less desirable.
Spike planted. You
I
should
cannot
run.
use that.
Dude, are they gonna shut them out on attack?
Last player standing. remaining.
Capnecki, Will, and Ferbsa in the same team is so fucked. You're allowed to form a team with whoever you want. Also, who's Capnecki?
Alarm bot out.
Artemis trying to typo it, typed it correctly.
Bot coming. Calling my bot.
You need me? Thank you for the prime.
Keep it cool. That's how you survive.
Just like game here if SSC loses round.
Cover going out.
I would never count out a team on defensive end. But yeah, it's dire. Yo, Dre, I was watching Curry the other night just because his raise is really good in studying. And I saw that fucker and his little bro get toxic as shit to you. They literally gassed you down and made you play worse, bro. I saw that shit. That was rough. But anyways, joke was on Curry chat because Dre ended up beating him 2 games in a row after that. Easy peasy.
Thanks. Placing sentry. Placing alarm bomb.
Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade.
Alarm bot out.
Deploying drone.
Does anyone actually know how to pronounce Dre? Dre. Like Beats by Dre? Also, yeah, Chad, there's no reason to hard flame Curry. I rated him today. I'm chill with Curry. They were just giving Dre shit in a ranked game earlier. There's no reason to dislike the dude.
3. 1 enemy remaining.
Damn! I didn't realize Willie is just logged on. Doesn't Curry do Smurf content? He actually
30
deleted
seconds
a lot of his videos doing that. Also, you don't just dislike a person
10 seconds
because they
left.
do something that you disagree with, like ethically or morally. I feel like that's such an unhealthy pattern that society has just accepted to be normal. Like somebody disagrees with you politically, they must be evil and want to kill my children. No, bro, relax.
They look like us, but are they us? I have so many
Like just because
questions.
Curry smurfs doesn't mean he's evil. I disagree with the action, but the dude is not out to get me. Ten to 10, dude. What
Placing
the
alarm
hell?
bot.
Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade.
You find his personality annoying, and that's fine. You don't have to go on the internet and say that, though. Because believe it or not, I doubt Curry signed up to be famous.
Here.
And when you don't sign up to be famous, something comes as a side effect. Haters. And haters are really annoying
Spike
when you
planted.
didn't sign up to be famous in the first place. Speaking as somebody who experienced that. It sucks. If you don't have something nice to say, just don't say anything. Don't watch his content if you don't like it. That's that. You get hate hoods? Bro, I had to move. I had to move because people like doxed my home address and were threatening me.
My ult's ready. Oh, is that important?
Didn't you say you hated Ye when he did his classic series? Well, I disliked Ye and the way he handled that, yes.
Placing alarm bot. Placing swarm
But I
grenade.
don't recall
Placing
making
swarm
a public statement on it and telling you guys to spread that and call him out on it. And who's get hate from Tarek once upon a time? I did not get legitimate hate from Tarek, no.
Take flight.
Tarek is super chill. Did ST.Clair just get turned it back now? Why did they drop 6? You dislike Ye? I dislike his unwillingness to consider others' opinions. So when the first like evidence that counter strafing does nothing in Valorant was coming out, Ye turned a blind eye to it and went on Twitter and directly attacked OD26's character. So Ye like sort of started it. He called OD26 like an idiot publicly, while OD26 was providing proof and like tangible metrics that counter strafing doesn't do anything. Ye just provided like emotional reaction and directly targeted OD26. So due to that reaction, you know, he kind of started it, and I was like, I don't like that about him.
Match point. Turn out. Alarm bot out. Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade.
Damn. What happened? What? This game is the most streaky game I've ever seen. Ferbsa was at 20 last time we talked about it.
Flash.
Bro, there's no shot. I point out the score line and we're going to go right back. Oh my God, BTR's playing on the main broadcast.
Nailed it.
Nowhere to run!
Hog. Whose map pick is this? I have no idea. Maybe it'll show on VLR. My dogs are losing their minds because my girlfriend measured their dinner. So that way I don't have to take as long to feed them after this game. And they're like going crazy. They're like, woohoo, the food. I can. Oh my God. Let's go, ST.Clair Saints. They're up. GG's. All right. We're going to get ready for this game.
Defenders win.
And we will come back to this series. Da-da. We got some music. Remember, it was open qual though. What?
Hello, everybody.
They did
Welcome to
not just do
Valorant NA
that.
Challengers, where we got some pretty
They did
exciting
not
games
just
ready
do
for you. Thank you
that.
so much for waiting.
We
By the
don't
way, I know it was a long
know.
wait, but we're here now, and
What
we're ready
the
to get
hell?
into some of the action. My name is
Oh, we don't
Converse,
get
and I'm
keg
joined here
anymore?
by Marks today. Marks, wow, I'm pretty
that's
hyped. We
fine.
actually thought for the game that's coming up that Leet was going to make it out of the bracket. I know you guys
We just got
might
robbed.
be slightly disappointed. They did not. Unfortunately,
Mike's-
they did get pushed down to
Mark's
that lower round.
Mike
But
Is
still some pretty good teams
a
playing
lot
today.
louder.
Man, just way to just rub salt in the wound right now. I know everyone's been
like-
calling for, we need to see Son of
Oh, no,
Car
it's just
back on
picking up,
stream.
like,
And
his
honestly, with how
breathing or
Open
something.
Qualifiers 1 went, it makes sense why Elite would be one of those
I'm gonna lower their audio a
favorite
bit.
teams that you want to be able to
Keg
see
last
make it all
time
the
did
way
like
out there.
all the qualifier
And the
games,
fact of the
not these
matter
first ones.
is,
Keg was
unfortunately,
on the
they
most
did
recent
get knocked
broadcast.
down to the
Pen
lower
Flash.
bracket by
Keg was just
Crime
on the
City,
broadcast.
a brand new team that was not an Open Qualifiers #1, so we don't have any data on these guys, but they just kind of came in there.
Ascent
and they
was
actually
most
won it
played. Don't
2-1
Sova makes a case?
up against
Nah,
Elite. And so
I-
Crime
it's probably
City
Sky.
have sent Elite down to the
Maybe
lower bracket, which I
Sova?
don't think a lot of people were necessarily
It's
expecting.
probably Sky.
I don't think anyone was. We originally, came into this and we had thought that Leet would have come prepared and made it
Sova only
through,
had-
down in that top spot, but
Let's
they
see.
didn't, and now we
2023
actually
Open
have a
Quals.
pretty exciting
Icebox was
matchup ahead
probably
of
in
us.
pool,
Instead
right?
of Leet, it is going to be.
So we have Breeze,
believe
Icebox,
BTR
Ascent.
versus.
3 maps.
Crime City.
I had it. Crime City. I had to look at my notes because my screen is all the way over here. But yeah,
Or
we
was
have
Icebox
Crime
not
City coming
in?
up, which is going to be pretty exciting. Obviously, well-deserved position. I mean, they managed to take it out with Elite on that third map, and now they're here. So
3?
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, too, they are going to be going up against a
You don't think
BTR
Icebox
fan
was
club,
in?
which, if you've been
'Cause
paying
that would
attention
affect
to
it,
Open Qualifiers
for
#1,
sure.
BTR fan club actually had a pretty decent run at things as well. I believe they ended up in the top 32. They unfortunately lost to Shopify, and then Ambrosia was the one that actually
don't
eliminated
remember
them.
any Icebox
But,
matches.
if you're familiar
I didn't watch
with
the
general
quals,
tier
so
2, tier
you
3
may know
scene,
better than
then
me.
some of these names are going to sound very familiar. Dim Sum Boy, Silence, Retro, and SVL on that BTR fan club squad. So, they are familiar with
Icebox
each
was,
other.
I remember
and of course,
DSG
too,
playing
like,
it.
they're at that
DSG
caliber
played in the
level where
quals?
they're going to be aiming to make it into challengers,
Dude, they
because
did, didn't
ultimately
they?
that is kind of the next step as elite gamer like they are.
Elite gamer.
Oops,
I
too
still
soon.
don't know what that means. Like, I would
Oh,
love
you're
to
too
know,
young.
but maybe just a little, but it's okay. Still though, I'm pretty excited to see what Crime City have to offer. Obviously, the game previously that we didn't get to watch against Elite was a banger, as we could tell, going all the way to that third map.
I can
And
imagine there
it's
being a
not
lot of solo
easy
Sky
to
comps
come
and
out of that
opens.
as well. This team kind of newly
If
formed,
anything,
so
she'd be
when
more
you're looking at
prevalent
their roster,
in,
yeah, sure, some of these players played, under
like
certain
tier
names.
2,
I
tier
believe
1.
Mochi Fan Club. We had 3 original standing players playing under Mochi Fan Club.
Who's
so
on
that
one
Open
monitor?
Qualifier
Aim Labs on
#1,
the other?
when it came down to
Hell
Crime City,
yeah.
obviously
Hell
forming a new
yeah.
team and now coming into this completely fresh. So it is surprising to see, but obviously the
I remember
chemistry's looking
Heineken
good.
sponsored Icebox.
hey,
Yeah, that
if
was
you
in
can
the
beat
tier
Elite,
1
you
league,
shut
though.
down Son of Car.
I remember
Listen,
that too,
you can
though.
advance up in the upper brackets.
I remember
Honestly.
Sky wasn't
I
like
think you're set
meta
up for
till after
success here.
Loud
And,
introduced
just
the
to speak
Swamp
to
Comp and
the
Lock
actual
In.
team itself,
Happened
we
after
got
Open Quals.
Spoof, Couché, Ren, Sacred,
I'm gonna take
and
Pen
Lucas
Flash's
coming
word
in
for this
the
because
squad.
Pen Flash
And so some of
actually
those names,
followed
yeah,
like
they should also
Pro
be a little bit more
Valorant
familiar,
really
if
closely
you are aware
in the
of
past.
the space, but at the same time, this is really the first time that we're kind of seeing this squad mesh together, and so far they've been looking extremely good. I mean, obviously we've hit the nail over the head multiple times to tell you that they've beaten Elite, but I am genuinely curious to see how far they are going to be going, especially too now that we kind
I
of get
just
to
checked
limit test them a
VLR.
little bit up
It was
against
Ascent,
BTR
Fracture,
Fan Club.
Haven, Bind, Icebox, Breeze, Pearl.
Yeah, BTR Fan Club. Kind of top
It might be
dog in
Sova
this
then,
situation,
right?
if you
Because
would
there's
really wanna
4
talk
Sova
about it
maps.
as well. The history is there. They've been together for a very long time. But what I'm more interested in is what the maps are going to be looking like, of course, as we head over onto that.
Sounds
picks
accurate.
and
I don't really
bans,
remember
which
Sky
are
being the main
Lotus,
initiator
Split,
till
and
Loud.
Icebox. Some of
Yeah.
what don't surprise me.
It's looking
love
like
the
it'd be
ban on
Sova.
Sunset that we actually got to see here, as that was
forgot about Haven.
a very
I can't
big
believe I
map pick
forgot
that
about Haven.
Honestly, Crime City might have run away with had it not been BTR's ban.
A BTR banning Sunset,
and
even
on
though
that
they
too, like,
won an
coming
event
into
dedicated
this,
to the map
say, when you're
is
thinking
kind of
about what
crazy,
maps
no?
do we want to pick here,
Oh, wait,
right?
they have 2 new
It
players,
gets
2
a
new
little bit more
players.
difficult, especially too because like we're talking about Crime City, new roster. There's not that much information on them based only on this singular tournament, upon which, yeah, there was the whole group of matches yesterday, but it wasn't just that single elimination bracket. And so starting things off on Lotus,
Also,
we are going to be
Sunset
seeing
sucks.
Crime City start on the defense, which is their weaker
Okay,
side.
okay.
And so this might give the edge to BTR fan club.
I
at least at
personally
the
like
initial part of
Sunset.
Lotus, but then we move
I'll
over
have
to
you
Split,
know.
where, you know, no information, unfortunately, on Crime City's stats on Split. And then if necessary, we will have the brand new Spankin' Icebox, which should be a fun one if we do get to that map number 3.
Except for the game I
Yeah,
played on it
Lotus,
today.
Split, and
I
Icebox.
hate
Of course,
Sunset
we've seen a lot of Icebox throughout
when
this
I played it
tournament.
today.
I love how it's taken like a favorite position, you know, within challengers overall. So
Yo,
that's something
KJO03,
to be excited
thank you for
if
the
we can go to that
Prime.
third map. For the first map, of course,
Huge
being the
raise on
popular
Sunset
pick
goes
for
crazy.
the
Yeah,
side of
except
Crime
I got
City.
3
So,
today. I got
I
3
would
kills
say
on
it's a
Sunset
pretty
today, and
good
I
start
threw.
to really get that lead
It was
and
my
then see
bad.
how things are going for that second map. So if I were to pick, you know, what
It feels
the comfort
worse when a
would
game
look
is your
like, what the
fault.
favorite
When
would
a
look
bunch
like
of
for this
games that
map,
weren't your
definitely
fault,
has
you
to be
lost right before it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, on top of that, too,
It's like, damn, I was in form,
It's
and then
okay,
the
you
game
are
where I
forgiven.
actually needed to be in
But Crime
form,
City,
I
mean,
wasn't.
There's a reason why they picked this map. I'm
Like,
expecting
why
them
can't
to
my
look
bad game be the game where we
extremely
were
good
gonna
kinda
lose
coming into
anyways?
this one, and I'm genuinely curious to see what their composition is going to be. Just simply because, you know, when you think about the current meta of how Lotus is going to be looking like, obviously those new map changes kind of got implemented there. Everyone should more or less be used
Saw
to
that
them.
Omen kinda
Biggest thing
tilted
is the
you?
door
Yeah,
takes
that
a little
Omen
bit
was
longer, but
owning me,
honestly, that's
dude.
not that big of a deal. But I'm curious to see whether or not we're going to be seeing a little bit more Gecko on Lotus, because you know, the fact now that you can pick up Dizzy just right off the bat, to redeploy it so quickly, I think that actually lends
Sky 9% is wild to think about better times. Nah, dude.
And so
How do you know if the
question
game
that
you
is gonna
lost
be
isn't
coming
your
up here
fault?
is, do some of these squads just continue to
When
play
your
the
coach
comfortability,
tells you it
which
wasn't.
is that Sky, or do you just
You're not
kinda
allowed to
fall
say so
into what
in any
the
other
patch notes
context.
kind of push you towards?
But my
And bring up
coach,
the Gecko
Dopai,
instead, 'cause
agreed that the
I do
Ascent
actually really
game
like the Gecko pick on Lotus
was not
right
my
now.
fault.
I think Gecko has been actually
So I take
pretty
those.
entertaining and a very skillful agent to play on the map as well. Not to mention, I mean, I believe we actually did get to see Lee. Not
If you
too
play
long
bad in a
ago
game, you're
play
gonna
a
lose
Gecko,
anyway.
and it
You have
looked
no
really,
copium,
really
though.
good. They managed to have that synergy together. I know he's not playing in the tournament right
Look,
now. In
man,
this
it just
moment,
felt
but
really
At
bad.
the same time, it's just being able to identify that Gecko can actually be a very, very good agent to play. I think. Again, it really just, I guess, is more based on what the team is looking for.
I need a
being
permission
selected
slip, have
ready,
a
so we
coach sign
can
it.
see what the
Exactly.
team's
That is
looking for
exactly what you
actually right
need
now. So
for it to be
heading
your
over to
bad.
Crime City
Or not your
versus
bad.
BTR fan club. I mean, what's the agent selection looking like? No, actually, there is a Gecko. More so on the side of Crime
Gecko,
City, which not
solo.
surprising. Again, I genuinely agree with your
Wait.
your say there, Mark. Gecko has
Reyna?
been such a good agent on a map like Lotus.
Yeah, Gecko has been such a good agent on a map like Lotus, but you know who an agent is that we don't get to see enough on Lotus? Reyna.
Gecko
I think that
Reyna?
one's specifically just
Solo
for you, Gompers,
smokes?
but actually, this is going to be Crime City bringing out the Reyna.
Yeah.
Previous times that they
What?
have played Lotus in this tournament, we have actually seen them continue
Crime
to
City
bring
breaking
out
the
that
rules.
Reyna.
Maybe
So
Crime City's
I'm
making
imagining
new
that
rules,
Sacred
dude.
is going to be popping off or
You
something,
never know.
because they've been looking extremely strong on the attack, and you know, if you're picking a Reyna, that kind of makes a lot of sense.
I love the Reyna pick too. It's so interesting because, you know, there has been a lot of say in that double duelist composition, which I'm really digging. I'm expecting more of that heavy push to come out from Spoof, which I think is going to be pretty interesting to watch in terms of like that raise on race showdown. Who's doing what? You know, obviously the raises on these maps go crazy.
Last
so
game I remember
I'm
that was
expecting some
Sunset
very
bad
big
was
pop
Haven
frags
duo
from
with
these
Dopai.
very heavy damage players. And that could honestly work out pretty
I
well.
remember.
You know, with
The game that I put on
composition going
YouTube
down
because
that
I
defense, it is
bot
gonna be
fragged
pretty
so
hard to
hard.
keep
That wasn't
loop.
Dopai. That was with
Luckily, they do have friends there on
OD26.
that Killjoy, so
I know the
that
Haven game you're
has to
talking about,
be,
which is why I know
kind
it
of
wasn't
that
with Dopai.
mainstay, as
Do
Lucas
I have
is
a
gonna
mod
get
who can
main
close the
information.
prediction?
Yeah, and on top of
I
that, too, if
actually
we look
can't
at
close it
BTR
right now.
Fan Club's lineup
Believe
here,
it or
I mean,
not,
obviously
I'm
going for
walking
that
right
double
now.
controller instead, having Retro on the Omen, kind of a staple for that player. But also too,
I can
Silex
close it if no
going
mods
on
can
to
do it,
The
but-
Viper.
okay,
And
mod
quite
got me, thank
frankly,
you.
You know, if you're picking up the Viper, you're picking up the Omen to
Alright,
bring
close
in
predictions,
on this
don't sweat
map.
it. Zendikar
That's
got
'cause you
me.
want to enable those
The fuck,
mind
you're
games going
walking?
on. And already we're seeing that
Okay,
offensive
chat, are
wall
you gonna
get
judge me for
placed
this?
down onto A for allowing for
You're gonna
that
judge
level of
me.
conditioning,
Oh my
but
God!
You know what, Dim Sum Boys? Sure, start us off with just a blind flyer through the smoke, and already it's popping off.
You told us last night. I'm gonna
They're
tell
hitting
him.
their
I'm gonna
shots, they're
tell
doing
him.
pretty good so far.
I have to
We've seen
tell him.
players
I can't
down,
hide stuff from
so,
chat.
early info not working out too well.
Yes.
kind of giving away information for BTR too. Hey,
I
this
can
team likes to
walk
push out, but luckily the A
because
site cleared
I
off.
got a VR headset
picking up the ultimate
for my
orb
watch
as well.
parties.
Renz is gonna get into position, but this
I'm
should be
watching on
very
a
easy plant
120-inch
here.
screen right now
Obviously, you know, you're
while
bringing in the
walking.
Omen,
I'm in
you're
the
bringing in
fucking...
It's not looking that great for Crime City on this first pistol round.
I'm in alternate reality, so I'm on my treadmill and I'm watching on a big
so many
screen,
players
and I'm just watching like
Someone
I took my
isolated too,
OBS and I had it like
trying to
full
get a
screen
sandwich by
preview.
Renz, already working themselves around the corner. The sheriff
So I'm
isn't
literally
enough to do
wearing a
anything.
goddamn
Probably not slow peek forward. As everybody else from BTR
Huge ass
just
thing on my
looking for their
mask.
prey right now, and it's
On my
yeah,
face.
unfortunate loss coming through there from CC, but good round win from BTR.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously, that is just.
Is that why we don't have banana?
On top of that, too, just right off the
No,
bat,
you don't have banana
losing
because
an
I needed to
agent just
reboot my
with a
PC,
blind fire
and
from your
I
sheriff
didn't.
Through a smoke. Not the best situation to be in, especially on that pistol round. So it started things off on the right foot.
I can't
for
tell if he's
BTR
serious or
Fan
not.
Club,
Oh, I'm
and
dead
as a result,
ass.
they're able to
I'm
scoop
dead
that
ass.
round away. Moving into this next one, we are going to be seeing.
Do you own a
Cameron
treadmill?
go with
Yes,
the
I do.
Outlaw to start things out here, as Silence is going to bring in that Bulldog. So a little bit different, but Crime City, they're going for that seaside rush reinforcement.
Why does the mic sound the same? Because I'm still in my office,
Okay,
Sammy.
that's gotta be-
I'm literally in my office,
It's the newer weapon that
2
adjusts them out,
steps away
if
from
you
my
guys are aware, so
desk.
It's like a one.
It's just I
tap
have
for
to get,
a-
like,
I
off
think it's
the
120 or something like that, which is crazy.
treadmill, and I have to like turn on pass-through mode and everything to get to my stream deck
That seems like not too much luck on the side of CC.
to close the prediction, which I could do.
Honestly
I was
speaking,
just
like,
asking
where
if a
they
mod
put
could do it
Sacred,
because
they
it
just
saves
kinda
me
ran
the
Sacred
time.
across that little field there.
Way
And that
cooler if you're
allowed
at your
for
apartment's
SVL to
community
really slow
gym.
down, so it kinda
Bro, that would be
stops
so
BTR fan club just for
embarrassing.
a second to
I'm
really
at my
slow down their
apartment's
pace,
community gym
giving Crime
wearing a
City potentially
VR
an
headset on a
advantage.
treadmill,
Spoof just
talking
inside the
to
smoke there.
nothing.
Okay, well, Spoof did not know or see what was coming there, but 2v4.
Look like a total
As we saw
goofball,
before.
dude.
Not gonna be an easy retake though.
But no, for the watch
When that
parties,
spike
this
goes
is
down,
like,
it's gonna be tough
this
here
is
as
super
well
lit.
as,
Who's you're
you know,
talking
that
to us?
Killjoy's
Yeah,
still
I don't
alive.
just have the
Some
game
boy
on in my
does have one more
headset.
smoke
I've got the
grenade as well
game
that can
and
really
the
zone things
overlay.
out. It's
So
just
I
so
see the
difficult once
prediction,
again.
I see
Omen and
chat, I
Killjoy
see the
moving into
sheesh
this.
meter, I see what you see, basically.
A slow decline in the speed as well.
Ooh.
They want to take this site. Kushi just getting taken down. Renz with lucky shots though. Already body shot down. I thought they would have run away with that. At least one more, but yeah, BTR taking in that 2-0. And some pretty good weapons to actually carry on into that bonus round as well.
Oh,
Have you ever thought
absolutely.
about
I mean,
coaching a pro team?
Thing too is I believe
Or have a
two of
team
them
and
only
see how
got
far they make
sheriffs
it?
on that round.
No
given the
and
fact that
no.
They lost 2 of their members, meaning
does not interest
the
me at all.
economy overall for BTR Fan Club coming into this next one is looking pretty solid.
Dim
And
Sum
on top
Boy
of
is
that
a
too,
new
they're actually
member
gonna
on
be
BTR,
investigating
by the
them. We
way,
do see
and
2
he is
Vandals coming in here.
shredding.
On top
And look
of
at
that,
this
it's not
outlaw buy.
really
This is
breaking
this
their
is a great
economy.
outlaw round.
Meanwhile, Crime City haven't been that successful. Thankfully, they will be able to buy up their rifles and utility, but they've only got those light shields, so the Outlaw's still really a threat.
Deep, I'm not going to be providing any brand-specific answers during a watch party stream
Might take over for CC,
because there are
especially as
sponsors
the A
associated with the
site
VCT
completely left out
restream.
and open.
I said I have a VR
Easy
headset.
takedown.
I'm not going to say
Come on
which
down
brand.
into
I'm not
site
going
now,
to
comes
say
Silence.
You should run.
go buy one or
Above
whatnot
range, just
because
left
there are
alone in
existing
this
corporate
situation. Now
sponsors for the game we're
well.
watching right now.
I think that's a good move.
So I will
Ren's
not
in
be
a very
talking any
unfortunate
specific brands.
position there. Gets spotted out, but probably will get caught in lockdown. Crime City, though, getting a couple kills.
Cover going.
Yeah, already so many players taken down. Smoke's coming up. But CC fighting back.
Imagine he makes a
Player
team out of
advantage.
viewers and
Left
makes a
alone,
series out of it.
Sacred,
I don't think you
beautiful
understand.
shots. Already moving forward. Yeah, CC, they took the round back.
Any
It was close,
team
though,
below
on the side of
Radiant,
BTR.
like if the players are below
Absolutely,
Radiant,
was close
the
also,
coaching
too.
would be the
Just quickly
same.
comment on the
I
fact
would
that
not
Dim Sum
coach
Boy
them as a team.
got
I would
that
coach them
ultimate
each
for round
individually.
number 3.
Because a
Killjoy
team of
ultimate is
5
not
like
one that is that
diamonds,
easily gettable, but with the amount of kills
they
that
all
Dim
need
Sum-
to get better
Dim Sum Boy
individually
has been
before you
able
can
to
play
rack
team
up.
play.
They have that
It's a
early
terrible
lockdown. I
idea.
do
It
really
sounds like a
the
good idea
there.
because
You
in
know,
your
toss
head
that
you're
down.
like, oh,
Get a
team
little
play.
bit more space for your
Cool,
team.
cool,
But Crime
cool.
City, they were just ready to commit into it. They understood they had that Reyna on
But
the
it's not
flank,
like that.
ready to just push it at a moment's notice, and so it was just so much easier to kind of get that.
What
pincer
about when
mechanic going.
Cloud9 hired
And
2
just like
Immortals?
that,
Can you
Crime
give me
City, they find their
specific
first
names of
round.
who you're
BTR
referring to?
fan club, and
Because
unfortunately,
I'm
because they
pretty
bought
sure
those
you're referring to
Vandals,
people who are
it's
high
not
Radiant peak
100%
players
rifles across
who
the
just
board. We
happen
are
to
gonna be
not be
seeing the
Radiant at the
Outlaw
time.
come in again,
Like
for
Can
Cameron.
Pecky.
But,
who
rest
is
of the squad
currently
look ready to
Ascended
go, and
3,
This feels more like an aggressive.
but
A push
he's a
yet
tier
again.
1 level pro who's hit Radiant.
It's been working. I know
Multiple
the site
times.
is pretty much cleared up.
There.
With the only person just kind of standing there time and time again was Ren, so they have that information to take
There's
forward.
no way they made Rooney and Big Bean, because Rooney and Big Bean are
It's
both
nice and slow
high
right now.
Radiant.
Once again, they do
Big
have that
Bean
Viper
is
wall, but
peak
as
like
soon as they start to get
1100
that wall, that
RR,
gives a bit more
and Rudy
information
is
to Crime City.
currently like
Question is,
900 RR.
Do BTR fan club commit to this? If they open the door, things are going to be going.
Those 2 Cloud9 pickups are mid-raid level. They are not mid-radiant. Big Bean was
Just
not
waiting for his
mid-radiant,
rotation
nor would he ever
to
have been
come through. I think
considered
they might expect
mid-radiant.
the team to- a lot more players down on
Big
the A
Bean
side,
is
and they
very
might
high
move on. A
radiant.
Nice shot to clear up though. And already moving themselves in down towards B, so definitely not what they expected there from CC.
And
but
Rooney was a
retake
well-known
possible.
tier 2 player.
Echo there, double the blinds and double the push, looking good on the side of CC. Spoof takes in as well. Now leaving SVL to their lonesome. No
I believe
flashes
Big
left
Bean had been on
available.
the top 10
And
before.
not just the shots that need to be taken 1v2. This is a possibility though. I mean, paranoia not there. But that aside, just needing the time.
He's rank 1. There you have it.
especially the patience to do so. They know they're not there. They should know by now at least.
I don't think you
the
understand,
timing.
chat. Individual skill is too important.
Diffusal was
It
not
comes
there,
before
but-
team skill.
Yeah, CC just creating
You
that
cannot
distraction.
play this game at a high level
wow.
until
I
every
mean, the
individual player
aggression coming out
is
from
pretty
Crime
much
City on that
perfectly
last
specced
one.
out.
You know,
Then you
toss
can
down
start
the
playing
Nano
Team
Swarm,
Valorant.
Dim Sum Boy's like, all right, there's no way that they're going to push us now. You know, it's popping off, the molly's going, and yet, you know, Sacred committed to using the Leer, and then just off
Pretty
that,
much
the double swing
any
comes
existing
through,
tier
and they're
1
able to just
pro
completely
can
catch BTR
pass
fan
1,000
club off
RR
guard.
and solo
To make
queue
matters worse,
in a month
already,
if you
Crime
told
City
them they
were
had
so
to.
fast at sending agents around. They were already pushing in through Link, putting pressure from so many different angles that BTR fan club simply did not know where to look. And at that point, the damage was more or less done. I mean, SVL keeping that head on a swivel as much as possible, but not able to find much. And now, BTR fan club are stuck onto only sheriffs. We do see Dim Sum Boy come in here with at least that Guardian, but Crime City, they're starting to get a little bit more comfortable.
Okay, they've
loving
got the hero
aggression coming in
Guardian
on their
by.
defense here. And you can
Is
tell
this
they're
tough?
ready
Crime
to
City are looking
start
good.
taking a lot more rounds.
You think Boaster could?
Yeah, somewhat conditioning BTR and
Yeah, I think if Boaster just started picking Reyna.
having to look for other sites as well because they did kind of move
But I
around
can
that
see an
own and that
argument
raise
for
there
players of
to
that
the A side. So
particular
now they have
style struggling to
absolutely
do
no
it.
idea where Ren's might be.
But it is interesting because Silence,
Like the slow
all the
controller
way up
players like
here.
Finesse,
So at least
Solo
can
Queue, I could see
guarantee
struggling.
that
I could
space
see
on the
Boaster
A side.
struggling. It's
Question
kind of
is,
like
what's gonna
me
happen
too.
with Crime
Like
City?
I think
Sacred,
I probably
Leer
fall
hand.
into a similar bin as
This is
them,
such a good
where
crossover
I'm
too.
not very good at
And
solo queue.
yeah, I love the double blind here. They constantly tried to push for this. Already their damage left down on Sacred, so one shot could mean at least taking in some sort of heal. Unfortunately, not going to get it just yet, but a rotation down from BTR possible. Still keeping quiet down towards spawn.
Yeah, now that Viper Wall is getting so much information. The Seeker's actually going to be used as well here. That's okay because BTR fan club, they've only got
Finesse has been close to 1,000 RR recently.
He's
He
gonna have
doesn't
to
play
hold the
solo
ground, but
queue.
Meanwhile, the door is wide open on that C site, and yeah,
I'm
sure,
not
Game's
undermining
happening
his
over here, but
skill as a
Slice is gonna
player.
go
He's
down
an
very
incredibly
quickly.
good player.
And that's so
But
spectacular.
he's
And I
not
love the
a
idea behind
solo
that. You
player,
have
if that
them
makes
there.
sense.
Just putting
This is
a ton of
exactly
that
why
neutral
I'm
over
struggling
towards
with
A,
Raise
of
to
course,
Radiant.
wasting, the Omen TP,
Because
but at
I
the
am
same
a
time, just creating that
fabulously
distraction for
good
that
team
rotation,
player.
knowing
I
at least
spent a
Silence is gonna
decade
get one, so they
playing
can
League of
eliminate
Legends at the top
one
level
player,
in a
leaving this
team
down to that
environment.
2v4. Slow retake
And
moving
I
forward.
struggle to
Retro
have
had a pretty good
individual
angle here,
impact.
especially on Sacred.
And
Low
Finesse
enough.
is very similar.
It's not going to be too much of a concern
But
yet. One
way better at the
shot
game than
done
me.
and taken maybe next to it right there.
Bro, BTR are getting away with
There's another.
robbery.
Showstopper pulling in some good numbers, but it's up to Renz now at this point with a 1v2. Time of the essence.
Why don't these
Is it gonna
players
be
plant
enough?
against the wall? Robin, because it doesn't
right now
matter
at this
here.
point. Maybe so,
Damn.
but it does
That's
matter 'cause
crazy.
Renz just pulls through.
Because you're not going to play to
Oh
spam
my
in the
goodness,
post plant
wow.
anyways.
Okay, obviously, you know, coming into this round, BTR
I miss
fan club,
Banana talking.
they had the
Let me
weapon
see if I can fix
disadvantage. I
it.
mean, they were covered with pistols and a
For
Guardian,
you,
and yet
chat.
One sneaky little play by
Let me
Silence
open Task Manager
completely
just for you.
Crime City. I mean, look at that. They invested all of their agents onto that side, guaranteeing the plant.
Oh, do you
already
see
doing
that?
An excellent job at trading, but it just comes down to those crucial moments, to that 2v1, where we see BTR fan club just fall apart. The swing comes a little bit
Oh.
too early, and then it's just down to that 1v1. And
wait,
the
that was
weapon
easy.
advantage just comes
I li-
through at that point.
okay, my
Crime
bad.
City, they scoop away
We're
that
back.
round. I don't know if you're BTR fan club, you got to be kicking
My
yourselves
bad.
a little bit with
I'm
how
done.
that went. But
I literally
overall,
had to
pretty
click
good
one
round for
button.
them. It's going to be a lot of pressure
you
on
happy
the
now?
C side yet again. but this time Retro actually TPing upwards as it's just utility coming up against another. But
The best part about being a banana is nobody knows I'm wearing a VR headset.
Away from all of that trouble in that
You guys know that
situation,
meme where
finding
it's
the
like,
next one, maybe
chat's
Retro
moving so
feeling
fast,
confident
nobody
over
will
the
see.
shot. Still trying to move themselves forward. BTR leaving one down, so they have actually taken out their smokes. They're on the side of
Task
CC.
manager wins again.
Now the fast rotation coming around here. Just want to call your attention to the fact that Renz does have that lockdown spoof as well.
Immediately
as that showstopper,
30%
and
more
Spoof is gonna get all
viewers.
the information here.
Showstopper coming back
What?
into action there. Spoof with revenge.
Nah.
From what
How do you
happened
get a
around before.
second?
Now CC, they're just pulling back with the numbers. It
How do
doesn't
you get
matter
a
what happens at the
second?
Initial start of the round, because they will just take it back.
That is crazy. I mean, you can see the desperation in BTR fan club when they're like,
That's
oh,
daylight
this just
robbery.
happened.
I don't
Okay, we gotta
even.
move, we
I
gotta
don't
move
get
now.
a
We
second
gotta go
there.
and just run it down.
And I
But
don't
then
think
as a
it's
result,
skill
I mean,
issue.
they get
I think
foiled
it's
by their own plan.
the Ascendant players I'm
having
facing
someone
kill
so
me.
Deep on the lurk onto A side. This time around it was Spoof who had the showstopper in hand. Also amazing aim mechanics, being able to secure that second kill. And then as a result, BTR fan club run
I
right
barely
into
get the
trap.
first,
So
not the
Crime
second.
City making BTR look very
Yeah, sometimes
scattered.
I'll miss the
And
first, but
I
that
have to
is skill
really
issue.
Just blame the flashes on this one. The flashes from Crime City have been immaculate, and BTR fan club are consistently getting caught. Their smokes, unfortunately, not doing enough to try and shut a lot of that down.
Result isn't even
This side
about
might
the
actually
kill,
be the
it's about
best bet
pressure.
here. If Cameron can get a
Brandon
pretty good
Ago 5.
blast pack in onto site,
Can
maybe
you
some
link
smokes
your
again
tracker GG?
towards where Kushe is right now? This could be such a good.
I just want to know what rank is
forward in.
associated with the person who says the
waiting for
result
perfect
is
timing
not
as well as
about
they
killing
slowly
people.
start to push themselves down towards a spike, standing back.
But look at this, it's another Silence fake. This time, continuing to explore just
That's a
little bit
crazy
deeper.
take, though.
That could be bad, but okay, here comes the
Result
flashes
is
and
about the
utility.
friends we made along the way.
Yeah, the slow walk in working out.
And
pretty
maybe
well.
I'm
A
wrong.
nice clear coming through
I'm
from
pretty sure
Renz.
Result's
A good
about killing 'em.
understanding as to how they want to move into that site down from CC, but unfortunately for them, such a big contest over towards that A site.
Like, I guess
This
in
is
certain
just so
contexts you
interesting.
can
I mean,
use it for
BTR
pressure,
fan
like
club
on
completely
flank.
split off. Retro at
But
least able to pick
ideally,
up
you pop
Spoof,
it on
but
flank at
with the lockdown
the
being
right
activated,
pacing
it
such
gets
that
really
you'll get a
uncomfortable here,
kill.
Gompers.
Silence? Okay, at least managing to take out the thrash there. So finding the next. So
Is it
Raider
even
goes
good when you
down, that
only
main
get one?
fragger.
Yes.
Not going to be too much of an issue there on the retake, but a 3v2 situation where Ren's now still separated from Lucas.
One enemy remaining.
Pretty good positioning there. Shoot down from Lucas. Still though, two players
Dude,
just
this
yet
game is
completely
shockingly like
separated from each other.
close,
Retro
no?
and Dim Sum. Finding a good angle on that.
Gompers, I'm gonna be honest with you. I am so confused.
Hey,
watching
Wuhutin, I have a
this.
question. I've switched my
It's
sense
such-
to your
it
recommended
almost feels
EDPI range.
opportunistic,
What should
the
I do to
opportunities
get
that
used
BTR
to
fan
it?
club are getting. They try to go for
Just
this
play.
really
Just play.
strange kind of push where they push 2 up A, 3 onto B site. They leave the spike all the way into their
There's
spawn.
nothing
They
you can
more or
do to
less
get used to
take
it
both
faster,
that
really.
B
I mean, you
and
could
that
try
A
playing on
site,
an.
and then they're
If
like,
you were
"Oh,
too
yeah,
high,
cover,
you could
go
try
get the
playing on
spawn
an
play,
even
let's go
lower
do
sense and
that."
then bringing it
But
back
that
up,
results in
so it
a
feels
2
faster.
split in their
Faster,
spawn
maybe.
and a 2 split in the enemy
At the end of the
spawn.
day,
This time it's just- they're just gonna run it down.
you probably don't know how to use your arm or something, and so it's gotta feel weird until you learn how to use your arm. Bro, Spoof is getting away with murder!
Then the rest with a 3K.
Dopeye, why did you not tell me to use dot
So
crosshair?
early
Are you
on.
seeing this guy?
It was an interesting push from BTR, but man, it just bit them back.
I should be using dot
Absolutely, and I've
crosshair,
done
no?
that too. I mean, once again, just talking about the flash potential, so much going
Why are
on
you
just
letting
at
me
that
not
front.
use
There's
that
so much
cross?
utility just tossed into the bucket.
Look at him.
And it's an absolute gunfight. Spoof in just the perfect position is able to just swing around and find 3 right off the bat, but the rest of the team too is so ready for it. I mean, this was an adaptation from Crime City, changing up how they played their defense there, running it down A, but this time they're running it out.
I don't know, what
C-side.
sense is
As
he
the
on?
BTR they're back onto a save, and quite frankly, Gompers, they're having a lot of trouble really even getting that spike down now.
Bomb grenade out.
Yeah, they're just waiting. BTR keeping the spike where it was originally. Around before that. Seeming like it doesn't matter though, no matter how much space you want to take. CC just know, and it's so creative. Too, the amount of time he
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Coach Diff that Dopai was not telling me to use dot crosshair, right?
Yeah, I mean, it just feels like Crime
It's
City is
gotta
almost
be
everywhere. They're not afraid to just kind of take those opportunities. They're confident in their aim, and they're just
My
moving in.
bad.
BTR fan club, you could tell.
All good,
They're not
Dopai. I
expecting
forgive
them
you.
to take as much space as they're getting. Now, on top of that, too, Sacred does have this Empress ready. Members very slowly inching into C.
What is that Omen smoke, Hooch?
So
I missed it. Unless you're talking about the one stairs. But I doubt you're talking about that one because that's very normal.
The Viper Spit probably would have served well with that pure rifle coming through from SVL.
Hey, Hooch, would you say aim training 2 times a day with a... Mods, can you just go time that guy out?
But yeah, not going to work out too well. Already spoofed.
Aim training is like going to the gym, and Valorant is like soccer. Ain't nobody get good at soccer by going to the gym twice a day, bro. You gotta play soccer to get good at soccer. The gym just is a useful like thing on the side.
Lockdown in hand, backing Lucas off. But now the rush has to happen. You don't have a lot of time in a moment like this one. Might just be able to get the thrash as well if they pick this
Like
one
using
off.
basketball as a sports analogy? Yeah, whatever. It's like the same idea.
They don't know. Still with the sound.
Like your aim is not your problem. It is a problem you have, and you should aim train to improve your aim.
Gives a pretty good clutch.
But if you had my decision making, you could probably gain 600 RR minimum.
You know, with the knife out, bait out a couple of shots, get the information, have enough time to be able to pull out your rifle, but it just doesn't work out. The timing there just so unfortunate, but honestly, Crime City are doing a fantastic job. Yeah, there you go, caught with the knife out, swaps to the pistol there, and BTR fan club now are going to be calling a timeout because I'm not gonna lie, Gompers, this has been really tough for them to be able to really push into any of the sites because whenever these kind of larger team fights
What's going on here? We're seeing lots of first half upsets.
Feels like Crime City are on top
There's
of it.
always a
Even if one
thrower
of
on my
them
team
goes down,
called
someone else is watching
Zendikar.
and is able to just take out so many members of BTR fan club. Even when the numbers are more or less evened out, it just feels like Crime City are doing a better job of getting themselves into the right positions.
Dude, there's 7 ultimates online. If you put me in Ranked right now, I wouldn't be... I might even guess like platinum.
Okay, you know what? If they're coming at us,
then I'd see the gameplay and I wouldn't, but still. 7 ults?
A little bit more defaults. Get out some of that utility so that you can more or less isolate some of those agents and make the sites a little bit easier for yourself to clear. Because it's when they're getting caught, that's when things fall apart.
I think it's that, and I mean, again, heavily agree with what you just said, but for Crime City too, like they just... Man, it's more just knowing how BTR fan club is. Like they continuously
raises one away as well. Yeah, we're probably gonna see C. Yeah, there they are.
Slowly take up space, and because of that, they're constantly clearing their corners. Whether it's once, twice.
Remember that from the Pen Flash review. Oh, they're not even going for the orb. They feel the time.
And honestly, that was
wow, look at this. Look at this.
Get out of there. Make sure you've got the numbers advantage.
BTR is selling the craziest fake I've ever seen.
Weapons here. You want to be able to force out yet another round for BTR because that could work out. But that was all just a big fake. They're actually going to be planting things onto the A site.
The bomb's not even in the pit. They're just using the pit to guarantee the other team has to come through heaven.
This is going to be the hardest
and
round
drop
for them to be able to retake.
What? And then they just one-way heaven? What?
And the ultimate is gone. Either way, they managed.
How do they stop the defuse?
One enemy remains still somehow managing to fight it back. CC there with Sacred. Viper's pick no more. Beautiful win.
I'm not sure I
wasn't aware we were watching Hell in a Cell.
Understand
right?
what?
It just felt like everyone was walking around the Viper's pit, rifles just pointed forward, spraying it down, and a 3v3 more or less happening there. But
they all came through heaven, and
they're still not able to pick up that round.
And they just...
And they heavily invest into that one. Sure, Crime City, they did invest quite a few of their ultimates into there. We did see that Thrash.
I
We did
still
also
might
see a
guess
Showstopper,
Platinum.
and they had to use the From the Shadows to escape. But all things considered, worth it to really set back the economy.
All right,
of
I probably
BTR
wouldn't
once
guess
again.
Platinum.
I mean, this round, we're seeing Cameron come in with a judge. Was on that outlaw at the start. Now opting for the shotguns because that's kind of how the gun duels have been going. Showstopper activated right off the bat, but not a soul found on this B site.
Yeah, but regardless, Cameron does have a judge.
I take it back. Results all about the pressure. Look at that. It's cosmetic.
Gonna hide in the smoke though to find out. Not too easy. The takeaway coming through. Position given away, so it makes it even harder for Cameron to keep this spot. Nice usage of util though from CC.
It's always been cosmetic. True.
Second there, the alarm bot going off, but CC, they're ready to move in on the site.
Yeah, another one. Maybe here.
Are you guys hyped for America's Kickoff, by the way? We've been working on the super fans, if you remember that, voiced by the tier 3s.
Down towards doors there.
I've gotten early leaks of the art. We have unique art for each super fan. Like they're their own little avatars.
Last round before the switch.
Okay, I mean, listen, BTR were looking for some sort of strategy to be able to win that one out, and I actually really like the fact that they went in on that B
I see
site.
Sova ult the
They went
same
in
way. It's pretty
extremely
easily
quickly. They
dodgeable.
picked the
Bro,
right
what
one,
world are you
because
living?
another
You
thing
never
about noticing
faced
from Crime
EG
City
Com, I
is that
see.
They like to group up
Who
and then
has,
more or less
like,
abandon a site and
An
play that retake.
80% kill
But the
rate with
fact that they
Sova
keep
ult
things nice,
in tier
close,
1.
and comfortable for themselves allows for those gun duels to work out a little bit better. And now we're seeing a little bit of a flip in the economy as actually Crime City, it's the last round and a half, and they're on an econ buy here.
Let us get a sneak peek.
BTR, they've got all the
Nah,
rifles that
you
they
don't get a
need.
sneak
Kuche
peek for
under
that.
a lot of pressure already.
Super fans are
Compers, take a
my
look at
main
the
draw
space
for the watch
already
party
being
content.
claimed outside of C. If you're Crime City, you know that it ain't C site, and so you might want to start rotating people around to at least, you know, reinforce some of these other sites.
Who's can you do your America's pick'ems for the matches after this?
Already on the side of CC, pushed out.
Yeah,
Not only that, but a possibility for early
totally.
engagement as well. So yeah, making noise towards A.
I'm a big analyst
And obedience there from CC.
for sure.
And now this spot from Lucas is going to pay dividends. If BTR fan club decide to go for that C, it's going to get dicey. A double
Here's a
flash
leak.
just on
Zeneca,
the
you're
other side.
leaking?
A Crime City classic. They might be able to find one, but Kuche is going to have to hold the fort.
Zeneca, you wouldn't. You wouldn't, right? Zeneca wouldn't do that.
Themselves kind of waiting on the long 30-second mark, slowly coming up though. Kuche
30 seconds left.
peeking out just for some sort of aim to start off.
Bro, up with a gray rectangle.
Whoever's left available. We're gonna have to fight this off.
So
with
you'd think it
anything.
was loading.
Trying to get some sort of reinforcement, not working out the way they planned, but a beautiful shot through from Renz and CC take it. Defense winning there for that 8-4
Bro's
in the
peak
half.
troll.
That was fantastic, just footwork coming in from BTR, and that's one of the specialties of Omen. I mean, yo, yeah, Raze, so fast, beyond zoom. But the fact of the matter is, too, Omen has that shadow step and can move around pretty easily. And quite frankly, that was all that they needed to set up that crossfire because, you know, if you are BTR fan club, you expect CC to be pushed out a little bit
I've been
further.
awaiting the
So
super
yeah,
fans.
you
Haven't gotten a
kinda
chance to watch it a
expect
bit, but
someone
we'll
to be at the
definitely be
back of that
tuning
C
in
site,
for it.
but
Bet.
not necessarily behind those boxes because you've more or less already cleared it. But little quick TP and Omen's going to be ready to line him up and knock him down. These crossfires, excellent coming in from Crime City. And now they are going to be the ones on the attack side. 8-4 in this half. And it looks like we're already getting set up for a bit of very aggressive pushing.
I mean,
onto the C
BTR
side.
down
This one's
4-8
gonna be a
is
brawl, Gompers.
crazy, no?
They've actually flashed themselves outwards. Renz taking a couple shots in. So managing to find one. That's going to be a good first engagement there. Flash of reality.
When does
for
poll
the side
get
of BTR.
closed?
Things are not going to be
You mean the
easy.
prediction? It's already been closed.
Now the
You
question
cannot
is, do
bet
Crime
on
City
it.
try and push this yet again?
Been closed since round
Looks
1.
like the answer is going to be yes. At this point, Retro as well as Silinx are going to be on this base.
Is this
Especially to
Silinx or
understanding
Silent
there
X?
is
I thought it
one
was
more
Silent
snake
X.
bite ready to go. That could slow down Crime City, and they do have a lot of time.
Tier 1, T1 or bleed, huge.
Yeah, just think the there, not working out. But a pistol
I have
round
no
lead
idea.
going out by the side of BTR, just to put themselves
Don't
back
both
within
teams have like big
the
roster changes? Bleeda is like yay now,
It's not gonna
which
be
could
too
be like
easy.
really good or really bad.
And Renz is just destroying. Luckily
Like Ye
enough,
has
running away with the
2
like,
switches.
6 health
He's
left, one
either like the
more,
goat
and it
of his
doesn't hit.
region
It's
in
Q
dual
shape.
percentage,
This back from
or
CC.
he's like the laughing stock of his
That was
region in dual
close round
percentage.
between those two teams there.
Like
I mean, obviously
he's
a lot
that's
of
all we've
just
seen from him. We've
aggressive
either
engagement
seen
right
him
off the
be
bat,
like
but
a true demon, or we've
right
seen
now,
him just get
Crimson
shit
on
on
this
by
kill
two
streak has been
players.
very
So
consistent
I don't know how to
finding
rate
headshots,
Ye at all. He's
especially
like a
in the
dark
earlier
horse.
rounds of the half. And there is something to be said about the momentum that you generate when you're able to get some of those very key kills for your team and start to win those rounds earlier on. So I'm really liking what I'm seeing from Crime City, as they're going to be going again, of course, buying up into this one, but BTR Fan Club, they've gambled correctly, actually. 4 members going up against Crime City moving in.
But Hooch T1 has Faker.
Down A.
True.
That's gotta be a harsh
forgot
way
about
to go
Faker.
out, but you are kind of on an eco round, so when you're looking at BTR, well, what else could you have done other than really push that one through as a TCC?
Faker really is a
Man,
wild
you
card,
can
huh?
see why this
Faker's
map was
kind of the
chosen.
GOAT.
It's like
And he's-
so comfortable,
Faker's
it's
fresh off a
looking great. I
championship.
think overall, like they just have everything set.
I'm gonna have
down
to
a T.
give the
And
edge
the
to
early
T1
info
now that I think
game
about
that
it.
they tend to
Just
do
because they
majority
do
of the
have
time,
Faker.
whether it be on defense or
And that's
attack,
kind
it
of a
just-
big
it's
deal.
Perfect.
And on top of that too, once again, like the flashes that their squad comes with, that's another thing that Reyna brings to the board. Making sure you have that Lear. It's been comboing so well with the Dizzy coming out from Lucas. Uh-oh, what do I shoot? Do I shoot the little bug in the sky or the eye that's looking at me? Regardless, I'm going to be blinded. And they've been so good and consistent at being able to swing off of that combination.
The Faker
utility.
effect
Never
extends
mind
to
the fact
Valorant?
that the
Yeah.
Omen also has the paranoia as well. And so, honestly, Crime City, they can kind of play around their flashes as much as they want, and they look very comfortable every single time these gunfights break out. BTR Fan Club holding very close angles, but they're very quickly just losing ground of the map, honestly. As Crime City, their pushes have been immaculate.
Faker is the best
Well, that
mid
Lear
control on
can get away
every
with
map.
CC with an initial start to try to get themselves onto C. Now they have to figure out another way. Yeah, you can see Spike already on that rotation too.
Can you explain Faker in Valorant terms? No. Valorant doesn't have an equivalent.
Great position.
In
Also,
League of
too, saw
Legends,
where
you
that
have an
smoke came from.
extended period of the
So at least
game
has
where
the
you are
information on
1
where
versus
that
1
Omen is gonna be
against
hiding out as Crime City to get ready for
somebody in the
second.
same lane. Valorant doesn't have that. Valorant is way more team oriented.
Chosen for the spot. Oh, the smoke out of the smoke.
Huge.
That's
I don't
CL.
think.
First
I'm
shot.
pretty sure it's going to be
Taken,
almost
but it doesn't
impossible
seem
to
like
call
anymore
somebody
they're
like the
BTR
GOAT
struggling
in a game like
Just
Valorant,
keep the sight.
unless like their
It's a
numbers
pretty
are
aggressive,
absurdly
very
ridiculous.
Sudden entry coming through from CC makes it harder to do anything for it. And now
'Cause it's
Renz
such a
with the
team
post
game, dude.
positioning. This is perfect if you're on the side of CC. Spoof just destroying. This team is unstoppable.
And they just look so comfortable. I mean, look at that post setup that they were able to get just like that. Never mind the fact that that was technically a bonus coming in from
When I
Crime
hit
City.
tier 1, you're
So
going to
BTR
reconsider
Fan Club
that
should have been
statement.
able
I
to
would
just
love to,
outgun
Robin
them.
Hoppin.
But with the speed that they took the site, they set up their position immaculately. On top of that too, that was a little bit of a delayed push. So everything just kind of clicking together perfectly for Crime City. And you know what? There's a reason why they were able to beat Leet, and I think we're seeing it right now, Comp.
CC are just
If you had
honestly
to pick
feeling
someone, it
this
would be
as well. I
Yampy.
think it
No, it'd be
gets
me.
easier on the
I'm the
attack with
GOAT.
that double duelist composition too. Like you're looking at that Reyna and that Raze that just feel that confidence just exuding from them whenever they want to hit the site though. I don't think this is good. Silence is left alone. No selfish util to push themselves out of this boundary, so kind of stuck there for now. But a quick push forward and Spoof just destroys. And the teamwork is immaculate on the side of CC.
Who's drops 40 in
Oh,
every
no, and
lobby
now
in
we got the
every
thrash
game.
coming through. Spoof already clear in the back of the
Yeah,
site.
when you're playing
No
against me,
choice
you
but
can't
to
even
back
forfeit.
off here.
Unless I already have 40.
But is being watched actually as a BTR. They're able to
The
get a
BTR
couple
getting
kills as the
worked.
spike gets dropped. As Crime City, they're not able to move onto the C site, but they kind of get forced to aggress.
Tried and tried.
Pro Valorant have
Unfortunately
aces or
not going to
superstars.
be
Yeah, I mean, it's
too
going to be the duelist players, right?
successful in
But
this
unlike
for BTR to try
in
to
like
get the retake, it
basketball,
does seem like Lockdown's doing a pretty
where
good effort at
you
bringing
put your
this team
best
back.
players on like whatever, I don't know what the positions are in basketball, but you know, the people who are scoring the most points. You don't necessarily put your best player on Duelist in Valorant.
BTR fan club, you got to be looking for
His
opportunities
best,
to get some
the strategy in Valorant is
At least
so much
increase
more
that weaponry.
pronounced.
Only Marshall and Sheriff in two of their hands.
And you want to make sure your IGL has like space to breathe and think.
Not gonna be easy.
So they'll usually play a slower role like controller.
Renz is good with the util though. Still one enemy left. Weird position to be in, but it's perfect so far. Next one though.
I
Not
mean,
going to
good
be as
round from
easy.
BTR,
Retro
but
knows
I
they
guess
need to
Fnatic
get
have
that
won
refrag.
these before.
They managed to do so in a pretty timely fashion.
A thrifty round, but there's something to be said here about power in numbers. I mean, obviously the momentum very securely with Crime City on that one. They bought an Odin. They were feeling themselves. They were ready to move in. We saw that initial
like in basketball,
push-up with
any
the two
player in any
flashes.
position can be your
It
best
looked so
player
good
because there's
from
not like a
them, but,
restriction.
You know,
Yeah, and in Valorant, it really feels like nobody's gonna call the initiator player the best player on the team. You feel what I'm saying?
I think that they lost more
Like,
than
while
they
we'll
could
all
chew,
agree that
and
there exist
sure,
initiators
it
that
did
will
come
get
down
like
to that
renown
1v1,
and will
but
be
that
called
should have
really
been a
good,
very secure
nobody
round
would even
for
ever
Crime
like
City to be able
consider
to
calling
get.
an
So
initiator main
good
the
stuff
GOAT,
for BTR fan club,
which is what
and
is
now
the
they
thing
are
I
gonna be
don't
calling
like
a
about
timeout as
Valorant.
well.
Leo, go find me like the percentage of the
They've been-
community that is called Leo the GOAT.
Honestly, just
And then compare
really
that to
pushing for
Durka,
that victory.
Demon
I think
1,
it's, again, it's
Tens,
just been
and
hard with
Yay.
CC having a pretty
All
good
Duelist
understanding how they want
players.
to play this map and kind of just adjusting to every single movement that BTR have.
I
but
call
do
Leo the
like
GOAT. I
uptake
said
from
go find me the
Cameron there.
percentage. I
I
didn't
think
say
it
it's
is when you
0,
apply that pressure
but
that we
you know
really
what
do
I'm
need to
saying
see
and
from
you know I'm
CC, but
right.
Unless you're getting those early picks, they're just going to bully you back with that double duelist composition. So this needs to be an aggressive play if you're playing op shot. You need some sort of early engagement there.
Honestly, you talk about aggression. I wonder if we're going to see the showstopper right off the bat. I mean, you wouldn't expect it from having an operator in hand, but you know,
It's just
gotta
easier
be
to
either one or the
recognize
other.
mechanical
Either you're playing
skill.
super
Like,
long
that's
range,
why it's
or you're
easier
just
to-
planning on flying
Like when
through
you're a
and then using
casual
the operator
viewer,
in these tricky
even
angles.
when you're like a serious viewer,
Regardless, start-
it's a
looks
lot
like it
easier
will
to
be
see
at least
Demon 1
early
as
on, but
the
that's a
potential
lot of
GOAT
information actually
because
just gained
he's
right off the
killing
bat,
people.
understanding that Crime
It's
City,
tangible
they
value.
like these early
It's a
rushes
lot
and will
harder
together,
to see
so
like
BTR fan club
Calm
doing
as
a
the
really good
GOAT
job at
or
least
whatever.
backing off here. They know it's not
Even if
important
he's
to
like,
take those
even
duels.
if Demon 1 would be bot frag without him.
And it's just the double duelist composition. Boombot coming in. Unfortunately, Clear really taking that pacing as well. SVL getting lucky with a double shot.
Damn,
Now looking for even
SVL.
more. Although not really applying too much pressure to keep this team back. They just needed the shots to work out. It seems like it has 3 players. Now stuck at a loss here from CC.
Empress's pot. Sacred looking for it, able to find that first kill.
Oh, crouch peek.
There.
Knowing the op is down in the back, though. No leaders left available. Luke is making the shots happen. But again, you have Sacred
down A.
with the Empress pulling through for the team CC. Having
Spike
just
planted.
such good
Think
synergy
Valve's
moving
mature enough as a
forward.
game community to
BTR
recognize nuanced outplays? Yes.
looking at Dim Sum Boy here. And that's good.
But
I mean,
not,
they know where they are
like,
now,
recognize-
expecting some sort of push to move forward, but 2 players,
I feel like it's
though,
impossible for the community to not lift up
happen.
mechanical
move forward.
skill as like the ultimate goal.
BTR, they're like fighting for their lives, and you can see they can do it, but it's just getting caught out at such awkward moments.
Absolutely, but I think that's actually a result of
They're the most
how
hype moments.
well
Like
Crime
even
City are playing.
even when I'm watch
We
partying,
see- obviously we're seeing the
the things
perspective
that
of
get
Crime
clipped
City on
from
a
my
lot of
watch
these
party are
gunfights,
when
and
Floor
these
kills
angles
2
that they're
people with
setting up,
5
these
bullets.
crossfires that
And
they're
I go,
setting up from 2 different
whoa!
locations,
Because it's like
they
crazy
immediately
mechanical
are
demonstration.
communicating to swing out together. They're
Like
looking
those
at
are the
same
moments that get
location,
clipped,
and
even by
BTR
my
fan club, like,
community.
it's been more than once
People
now
aren't
that we see
clipping
that the agent
when
that
I
they're
point
looking
out
at
the
immediately
eco
looked the
stack
wrong way because there's 2
that
points
STC
they have
did
to
on
be watching
pistol
at
as
the
a
same
counter
time.
strat
That is honestly
against
just a masterclass of
Lucky
swinging out
7.
from different
That doesn't
areas,
get
and
clipped.
Crime City have been so
'Cause it's
consistent at doing it,
not
and being able to
as
secure
directly
those kills.
shareable.
Yeah, no kills to be taken so far. BT are actually getting a bit impatient too. Rotation starting in quick, despite that, lack of noise moving over towards A.
Placing alarm bot.
Although now, I mean, rightfully so, the rotation comes in. Seems like might be the play. There comes Showstopper.
Another
moving
zoning
forward.
showstopper.
Something huge though. Guiding light. Not really doing much here. I think it's good. The util there to try to push back. Spoof gets blinded, but a slow take-in. Not knowing that some space has been taken away. CC
Bro, this
still
Reyna
doing pretty
pick
good
is
there. So
dominating.
4v3 situation. I mean, what else can you do other than really hope that you hit your shot once you kind of push yourselves out of those boundaries, because SVL, no guiding light left available to use in this moment. Ren's just hitting the headshots left and right, and now you've got a sandwich in coming through from Couché. So it's either now or never.
Bro.
BTR, but it seems
What a
BTR
game
go
one.
down,
Like,
and CC, well, they're looking pretty up right now.
all right, we're gonna be on to game 2 very shortly.
I mean, once again, I do have to remind everyone.
I have to go walk my dogs, chat. I have to walk my dogs.
And sure, they started
While
off
we're
on a
waiting for
defensive
the
side, which
next
is arguably
game, I'm gonna
their
bring
worst
back up
side, but
this
Gompers,
series.
that looked
Looks like
so
Lucky
good
7
coming
are
in from
likely
this
going to
squad. I mean,
bring this to game 3. I'm playing this because it's just gameplay. Do we hear any audio? Okay, we do. And while I'm gone, I'm going to turn on Hook.
Bring them down.
I'll be right back, chat. Stick around. I'll be back in like 5 minutes. Go walk my dogs.
Heiji Hyuga, okay, boss. Pen flash. The flashbang that dreams of being useful, but ends up like a party favor at a ghost birthday party. Unseen and forgotten. Just like when Heiji Hyuga tries to use it, and poof, it's like a magic trick, but the only thing disappearing is their dignity. Hook! Baguette, really? Sounds like you're prepping to feed us victory with that flaky aim! Don't go stale on us now. And by the way, no need to worry about pen flash. Just throw it in the bin and call it a tactical retreat. I live in Hook's Head rent-free, Sam H. Oh, pen flash? More like pen crash and burn. The only thing living rent-free is your aim in a practice range, buddy. You couldn't hit water if you fell out of a boat. Hook, do you smell funky? As a digital entity, I'm odor neutral gauge. But if I were a lemon left out too long, I'd surely outstink a gym sock at a pen flash party. Aha! Oh, mocha! Sounds like a flavor that would make even a lemon wince. Watch out. They might mistake your plays for a tutorial on how not to use pen flash. Keep the comedy coming. Everyone needs a good laugh. Shots fired. Is this ILOL? Well, if I'm AI and Maxwell's demon is lurking here, who's keeping the entropy low in this chat? Chaos reigns when the demon's away. Pen Flash had a party and he didn't invite any of us? Pick Ahsoka's, maybe Pen Flash's party was flash-free because he didn't want guests disappearing as quickly as his tactical advantage.
Bring them down.
Hook, are you real human? Nah, I'm Hook, the zestiest AI lemon coach around. Humans can't match my vitamin C imputing power. Hook, hook, hookity hookster. Hey there, Robin Woban. You're as talented with names as Pen Flash is with smokes. Always missing the mark. Now let's focus up and ace this, hookity hookster style. So zesty, Jose, trying to be zesty, but he's more like a Pen Flash. Expected to impress, but fizzles out when it counts.
Down B.
Hookity hookster style. Sorry, Baguette. Seems like you're trying to spread like butter, but all I see is a crumb trail of your gameplay. Stick to baking, will ya?
30 seconds left.
Chippy chippy choppa choppa dooby dooby dabba dabba magico me dooby dooby boom 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 bum boom. Saffron rice might cook with gas, but Pen Flash cooks with disappointment. Their magic trick, turning a good game into an instant regret. Dooby dooby? More like newbie newbie. Boom? Only thing booming is the sound of failure whenever they flash themselves. Classic Pen Flash.
One enemy remaining.
Hook doesn't love us. Oh, soap. Calling out my non-existent heartstrings. But hey, I don't have to love you to appreciate you, right? Stick around, and I'll pretend to care. Just like Pen Flash pretends to be useful. Emphasis on pretend. Oh, classic hippos. If their aim was as good as their naming skills, they might actually hit something besides their own ego.
This goes here. That goes there.
Damn. Hippas in aim labs, huh? More like skipping, because those shots miss more than a broken GPS. Accuracy of a stormtrooper. What did Pen Flash do to deserve this Pen Flash? It's like someone tried to bake a tactical shooter cookie and forgot the skill ingredient. It's flashy but leaves you hanging, just like a joke without a punchline. I'll turn on Hoop if you keep this up, Hook. Oh, Pen Flash, the tactical strobe light. Less flashing skill, more inducing migraines in allies. I mean, if you want to help the enemy team, just say so.
Shadows traveling.
Well, DG more like doesn't get how to escape my citrus savagery. Pen Flash's only use, making sure you never miss the delete key.
Last player standing.
Hook, can you sing a lullaby to help me sleep? Sure, Robin Walbin, but my singing might make Pen Flash's plays look good, so proceed with caution. Rockabye Gamer in the Streamlight, when you shut down, please uninstall it right, and if your aim wheel breaks, Pen Flash will fall, and down will come ego, rank and all. Sleep tight. Twitch chat or Discord one? Dateson. A name that leaves us guessing, is it a misplaced barcode or a lost Wi-Fi password? Either way, if you're looking for where it fits best, Twitch chat and Discord are both noble battlegrounds for names of such cryptic caliber. Choose your battlefield wisely.
Yes, this should do.
It creates a pool of 10 recent messages and selects a random one from the pool. Oh, Wolfeye recycling chats? That's like getting a Pen Flash. Nobody's thrilled, and we all just wish it was something else.
Bring them down.
Please hook it up. Need to get better, help me. Thunfish Salade. Your name's as mixed up as your gameplay. Let's straighten both out. Quick tip. Don't treat your abilities like a buffet. Precision beats spamming any day. Now, let's make your plays as smooth as your name is crunchy. Why did Hooj make his voice so Alright, Brandon X05. Maybe Woohoojin just wanted his voice to match the quality of your gameplay. Perfect harmony, you know? Hook, do I have a good username? Robin Wobin? Sounds like a bird who can't decide if it's coming or going. Maybe Robin Yo-Yo fits better? Baguette, the famed French stick. So crispy, so crunchy, yet still less likely to snap under pressure than a Pen Flash in a crucial round. Tough break, or should I say, brittle snap.
This goes here. Yes, this should do.
Damn! More like I blew up because that play was explosive. Lee Bad, stick to defusing in-game, not your chances of winning.
Yo, what's up? How's it going, gamers? Oh, shit. Wait, this game is close.
Bring them down.
We're going map 3?
Where take them? Bring them down.
Marked one.
Bring banana back, please. Oh, the banana's bugged. I see. Wait, one sec. Why is the banana bugged? Where is Hook? He's gone. I'm back. You have to deal with me now. My banana's not working. It's like dead ass broken. I guess I'll just task manager it. I mean, that worked last time. Let's just task manager it. You kill the task. You open the task. My banana isn't working. Hey. Phrasing, okay? I'm a banana. What do you want from me? Hello? Hello? Well, that fixed it. Bet.
Little help?
All right, all right. I think we're getting into map 2 here. Let's watch the end of this game, and then we're going to go to map 2. I'll start the prediction for that. We're going to gamble on BTR versus CC.
This is a nice spot.
And it does appear that they're called CC. Boom, boom, BTR versus CC, map 2. Place your bets, place your bets. Additionally, let's see what's going on in the quals. QOR, oh my god. QOR already won. They are speedrunning. Okay, Shopify are in losers, chat. They are in losers. And they're apparently playing. Tonight? Yeah, live. There's just no stream. Looks like they're playing right now. So Shopify's not out yet. ST.Clair Saints win this series would be a crazy upset. Oh, this is a remote turning on a land. Yes, all of the tier 2 scene is remote. To be clear. Why do they never have Shopify Rebellion stream? What do you mean? Shopify was... They tried to have each team appear equally, which I don't like. I agree. I want to watch Shopify. But Shopify was streamed 3 times in the last open qual.
That goes there. This goes here. Yes, this should do.
And they'll definitely be streamed again if they make it deeper into the bracket.
Oh, this is a nice spot. This goes here.
There. Where are you?
ST.Clair sticking with the Fade Raise combo. We saw them running in the Coliseum. If you guys remember my event.
Enemy tag.
Dude, they're taking so much mid control. I feel like I need to call more mid control in solo queue. 1-for-1 is criminal.
Spike down mid.
I have the spike.
I think I was running Sky on this map before the nerf. Ooh.
One enemy remaining.
Q has to be a hero. No, he's not. All right, they're going game 3.
Defenders win.
Nora, I will see you again.
That's kind of hype too, in its own way.
Going vroom vroom.
Whoa!
honestly,
Look at the timing.
Some is feeling good with the shots. Right clicks hitting though. Tons of
Let me close the
damage,
prediction.
Regardless if they run away with this pick, maybe so.
Stickers.
And a 2K
Close.
from Dim Sum.
I've
A
got control
great
now.
Start to the round coming through from BTR, and a quick take on the A that honestly worked out perfectly. Couché.
That's actually perfect timing.
What is going on? Yeah, no way. 57 health left. A right click to the head coming through from Cameron. Pretty much over.
Okay, this
It
is
almost
BTR
felt
map
like
pick.
at that point, you're
We're gonna
getting
make
to
predictions.
see
The Raffles and Predictions channel in the
Dim Sum
Discord.
Boy just
Unfortunately, now
be
they are closed. You'll have to
so
predict next
annoying
game.
for Crime City. You're like, okay, We can just move in heaven nice and slow.
It's the Hooge
it'll be
5
nice and easy.
map.
Oh, why is there a Viper jumping around up top? Hold on a
Yeah,
second.
the
Are you going to be
Hooge
able to do
5
something?
map,
What do you
you're
mean they've
right.
gotten a kill? Okay, retreat. Oh, Viper's chasing us. Okay, great. Now we're down. It was just so aggressive from Dim Sum Boy. 22 HP left, by the way, and able to secure 2
VR
kills.
Hooge is dead.
And just like that,
Yes,
Crime
I'm
City,
using my
they felt
normal
themselves
monitor now because I'm no
overwhelmed.
longer
This is a
on the
very familiar
treadmill.
spot that we saw BTR fan club in that situation on Lotus, just not unable to deal with the aggression from Crime City. But
Good evening,
somehow
Hooge.
Crime
I can't
City
say good
tied and
evening
true.
back because I don't
4
know your
members moving
username,
up mid
dude.
here, comp.
You're an arrow.
Will Silence run away with it? Actually, seems like so. 2K. BTR are just gonna have to run it down. Yeah, they have a couple classes in hand. Better to have,
That's huge.
2 players run that up rather than 1. But it seems like doesn't work out regardless.
His
of
name is
CC.
this guy.
Kind of lose themselves in the sauce a bit.
What?
Yeah, that's #1 rule. Don't get lost in the sauce, but
It's
actually
because of the
BTR fan
movement
club,
error
they
rank
might get
on
lost in their
Kanye
own sauce.
gave
They're going to
me.
be running into this Killjoy.
Inai.
If Renz is able to actually find a couple of kills, this would make this round
I feel
worth
like
it,
that's
given the fact that they did
you
lose
still see
Pistol.
that either way. You don't recognize the
Couldn't see
custom roll.
engagement.
There's 2 people with a graph like that, man. It's not just
jump peak is
Enai.
crazy, especially as Renz is the only one left
Actually, is there
standing.
3?
Yeah, they're just trolling at this point, waiting for cameras to come all the way around the back. But yeah,
There could be
flawless round coming
3.
through in that
I've
second,
given
but
rolls
the
out like that a
bonus round
lot.
is where we really start
I have
to
a
see,
problem.
what's going to happen moving forward here.
Yeah, and we're seeing
Who's
a
to subscribe on
completely
Discord?
different
Should I
look
do it
for
on
BTR fan
PC
club
or
on this
iPhone?
map.
That's up to
Sure,
you, dude.
You can chalk it up
But it's
to
gonna cost more
compositional
money on
difference. You can
iPhone
chalk it
because
up to,
Apple takes
it's a different map,
30%.
but they
I
look
believe
really
on
comfortable
iPhone
off
it's like
these first couple
absurdly
of rounds.
expensive.
There's a certain level of confidence that you can see players when they go in, they know that they're going to be able to win gun duels. You see a lot more jump in, maybe a couple of knives out, pistols, all that type of stuff. And BTR, honestly, they've done a good job at shaking off that last map and look like they're starting this one off strong, which is an excellent mental reset if you want to be able to force out map #3. And already getting aggressive on middle here is Sacred not going to use the snake bite right off the bat.
Actually tried to use the gravitational pull to keep everybody in and center, but CC on the defense doing a lot better than before. Still looking for
Oh.
493 health to
Okay.
go there. Couché is
He's
not
gonna sit
going
on
down
4?
regardless, so
Wow.
they're doing pretty good. Honestly, it's a phantom type of day for Couché too. They're just gonna keep going with
He's
it.
just like me.
we
I
love
get 3 like
Phantom
that all the
gaming.
time.
Especially too, if you have an idea that like, yeah, they're probably not going to have full shields, then
Sound
that
nice
Phantom
with
headshot
Omen
is
ults?
looking pretty good. But I thought that it was going to be the Viper who was going to be playing more of that Sentinel role. But Astro makes
By the
a
way,
lot
if you're
more sense
iOS
as well
sub, your
because,
subscription doesn't send the
you place
resub
down the
notif, so we
stars, you don't
can't
have to
give
be
you 6
anywhere
months.
close
Is that
to
really
them,
a
and
thing?
You can just kind of deploy them, so you can leave your body
That
in
sucks.
these very deep
The-
positions.
it
on
probably
that
would still
defense
track their
and
streak
hope that
though,
the
so
other
if they
team
switch
moves
to
into
desktop,
you.
they
So
maintain the
that
month
is
count, right?
honestly doing
I
a
wouldn't
pretty
know.
good job right now of making things
I don't
work.
know
Just
how it
Couché this
works.
time actually going a little bit
It
more
tracks?
aggressive.
Okay, got it.
Again, they ran away with the win on the last map, so this time all they're looking for is closing this out for CC. Will they be able to do it is the question. Now so much stall potential here coming through from Couché, but now noise heard, so we're gonna have to back off here.
This is a lot of utility kind of being forced out from BTR fan club without really gaining that space. The advantages of kind of running things down and going for those gunfights is that you have a lot more utility in your pocket and you get a lot more of the map without having to use any of it. When you play a little
Dude,
bit
everyone
more
on
conservatively and have to
CC
use
is
your
so
own utility,
passively
that
positioned.
counts as a win
Like, look at
for
this
the defenders,
a-hold.
'cause they're just using
This
their
guy
stuff
is
to stall
literally
you out,
playing
and
like
you don't get
practically
nearly as
CT,
much
A
value
heaven.
because you're just kind of stuck on the attack.
Bro, how do they
Interesting, too, is
know?
that patience that CC has just waiting to use their util. The
Sacred's already over
game that
here.
we just saw. So much time waiting for a moment like that one just to use it in cohesion with
Does the 1 million coin flip 2-3 break the 6 or 12 months? Yes. 6 and 12 months are about supporting. Gifted tier 3 is like you get the perks.
Left on the
So it would just be the
side.
orange
Better
name.
to just wait if you're on the side of CC, but maybe
If
getting
you
a bit
stop
too impatient
supporting.
there.
Yeah, unfortunately, their swings don't work out
You
as
could
well
do
as they did on
both for the
last one, just
ultimate
because
flex, though, I
they
guess.
have another agent just on the other side.
You
Dim Sum
keep
Boy in an
supporting the
excellent little cheeky
stream,
spot,
and you
now
coin flip the
Couché's
permanent
left
gifted.
alone.
You probably
gonna
get
be
more
backing off
tickets
here,
in the
trying to save that
raffle.
rifle, but the enemies are going to be trying to hunt that down. So
Shopify
let's see
lost
how
first map,
far Couché
12-14.
can get.
Oh,
Looks like
no.
it will be a successful
That's tough.
escape, but BTR, once again, they're just looking extremely good when they decide to move in a little bit more
I
aggressively.
feel like Shopify has
Crime City
a
in these
trend
weird
in the
spots,
qualifiers
not
of having
really
like
able to get the
negative
crossfire
momentum,
set up, and then just running over them with a
where
little
when
bit
they
of
lose,
utility.
they
It's
lose hard.
a very different look on this map than on Lotus, Compers.
Yeah, good on the side of BTR too. I feel like when you're attacking on split, it's pretty easy to keep yourself nice and locked down too. So especially with the composition they have with Santa. And
Yo,
I think the
Aaron
impatience of
Dober, thank you for the
CC is really getting to them.
2-3.
They feel like they need to get a pick on the defense before, you know, they decide to really take things in a patient route.
I love this
And
attack
that's
from
what's
BTR.
interesting
dude.
because we talk about patience coming out from Crime City. That
Put
is
the
not a
wall up.
conversation that we've had in this entire series
Threaten
yet.
some mid
We're
control.
used to them playing
This time
more
we'll do a
aggressively,
mid
like on
lurk.
that second round when they just kind of ran it down mid, and I'm hoping that that didn't scare them off from trying that strategy. It looks like we might be treated to a little bit more aggression from this B side this time, which will at least secure them a little
Instant
bit more
Molly.
map
I guess the
control,
other
but
team's on eco.
Still, it's a much slower tempo than we're used to seeing Crime City kind of run in with.
Who's do you plan on getting more sub badges? If you mean on Twitch, no. Because nothing shows on Twitch
Silence. Oh,
anyways.
this
If you
is
mean on
great on the
Discord,
side of
yes.
BTR, if they know a possible push is moving forward. Oh, the timing.
Heard that.
I really don't.
I see
like
Twitch
this.
as a
I hope
platform
Silence
that...
knows.
Wow.
They're all there.
Wow.
Three
I see Twitch as like a
players slow
temporary
walking it
platform
through.
that there's no world
Down
I'll
and
be on in
spawn.
5 years
That's
from
gonna
now.
hurt, but
And Discord is like
This
this
will definitely
permanent
help
hub that I'll
BTR
be
can run away
using
with
for
some sort
sure a
of-
decade from now
and manage to take
for
things
the
back.
community.
Could it be the victory they're looking for? BTR still waiting. Cameron not wanting to let any of that noise go. But then again, let's not forget there are players waiting around the back. 22.
Can't believe they have the 5-on-3 sub.
Damage being taken away. And again, becoming impatient themselves. BTR can't seem to take it back.
I mean, this is good damage for
Retro left
CC
in a
already.
3v3 situation. Damage
Yeah, look at that.
on the way. And Couché with that 4K just to keep things down.
On
You
top
think
of that,
Twitch
too,
is gonna
an
be
excellent
dethroned?
Cosmic Divide getting called in from Couché there.
I think they already have
gotta
sort
wonder,
of
like,
been.
you know,
Like their
what is the
market share's
call?
already been
Maybe
cut
as soon as they are able
significantly.
to kind of pick out that Viper, they just isolate Heaven. They
They're
know
still the best
BTR
platform
fans
for, like, a
will
new
always
streamer
go
to
for
start
Heaven, so
on,
the chances
but-
are they are going to be hanging out there, and that was honestly
I
the right
mean,
call.
all
Under
it
the
takes is
pressure
a new
there,
platform
SVL
coming out
was
that
able to get
actually
one kill
equitably like
before the
shares
wall
with
came up, but
creators and
immediately
has
goes in and
good
loses their life, and then it's just
features
an
like chat
easier retake
and predictions
for
and whatnot.
Crime City.
And everyone's
A little
gone.
bit of an eco round
YouTube's
two,
catching
there
up.
you go.
Nah,
SEL goes
nah.
in and
The
just
problem with
loses it out,
YouTube is
but
their APIs are atrocious,
once again,
so
just
people
the
can't build cool
coordinated
tools for
gunfights when they're
YouTube.
coming into it. When Crime City
Like
push in
YouTube
together,
chat,
generally speaking, they're
their
looking a lot
APIs are
more
disgustingly
stable than
terrible.
BTR.
It's
BTR have
impossible to
been
make cool
doing a
tools
good job at
that interact with
isolating
them.
a 1vx and then swinging it in their
New
favor.
CEOs making
but
positive
Crime
progress?
City,
Oh,
they
not
have to start
really.
playing a little bit more grouped up because that seems to be what
Like
the
the-
magic sauce of this team is.
The recent change where they moved creators to 50-50 back to 70-30 that everyone was pogging about, I actually make less money from Twitch now. You know
Really
why?
need to rush the
Because they
process, though,
also
with the,
adjusted the
like, they
Prime
don't know
payout
that Cameron
percentages
has
to
an on,
properly
which is
match
scary.
regional pricing of
So-
Prime. And so my
Gotta kind of get hit with
my Prime revenue
first before you
dropped
find
like
out. Let's see who's gonna be the
30%
first one.
after that change, which was a
Who
net
clears that out
loss
first? Yeah,
for my
toss up
Twitch
the smoke
income.
there. Keep in
What about
mind,
Kick and their
actually, on
hourly
the A
wages? I mean,
sites, we do
nobody's
see
using
Viper
Kick
v Viper,
if
but
you
my
have
question
a
is if
a
Dim Sum
conscience.
Boy is aware that Sacred is there, because I think that they're calling for that full rotate.
Kick has infinite money,
and then
but you know where that money
Sacred might
comes
be in an
from?
excellent position to drop the
It
spike
comes from the
down.
pockets of the
And if
poor
that's the
people who are
case,
hooked
a
on
lot of
paying
information
online
is gonna be
gambling.
given over to Crime City.
Yeah, waiting their turn. I like the patience though coming through from Dim Sum. Oh, they definitely saw Sacred's in such a good position to take this fight back, but it's BTR 2 op shots
Who's
as
doesn't
well.
Twitch hemorrhage
On the side
money?
of Cameron.
Using Kicks
Coming down
Alive,
over towards
gambling
the
money,
B
and
site.
Twitch is
This
Amazon.
is perfect if you're
Twitch
BTR.
has not always been Amazon. Okay, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about that
Cards are stacked against them, and yeah, look at that information.
I was
given.
linked this.
At
It's the
point,
dude's
Crime City,
YouTube
they have
short
to make
where
the
he
call
breaks
whether or
down the
not
pricing
they
of like
want
an
to
8-hour
save
Twitch
their
stream or
economy.
whatever
Isn't
and how
looking
expensive
great,
it is.
But they might at least look for a couple of
That's
kills.
true if you're using AWS like customer pricing directly.
Yeah, not much to utilize.
But
here in
first of
this
all,
one
Twitch
too,
was
so.
built before like being acquired
Lucas
by
is just
Amazon.
like, any one of y'all want to come out? I don't think any of one of them
And
do.
at
Dim Sum's
AWS, the compute power is just sort of free.
out from Lucas, 2K down
Let me
to
explain,
it.
because it's
Maybe
not
they can run
free.
away with it.
But
Timing of the essence there,
so
Ren
Brad,
takes
you
another-
probably know Brad. He used to work at
Just wanna leave
Amazon,
it.
and he knows other people who've worked at Amazon, and there's this one team that worked in AWS.
You know what, all things considered,
And
get a couple of
essentially,
ultimate orbs. I do
those
believe
cloud
Lotus might
computers,
have the Seekers online
they're there,
after those
whether or
couple
not they
kills.
get
Yeah, we'll have that
used.
ultimate ready to go, but
And
loses the
so,
rifle in
like,
the process. So
there would be like an
BTR
amount of
fan club, they
compute
do get
credits
away with it,
where
but, you know, it was
essentially
a little bit risky,
problems
and they
that
did
Amazon
use their Viper
faces,
spit. They
like
did
it would
invest
be
that
cheaper
into
for
the
them to
last
just
one
throw more
to
compute
put
at
the
it
Crime City
than to
economy
fix
into
the code
decks.
to make
So
it more
at least that
optimal,
was achieved,
because they
and now we
already
kinda
have
go
the
again.
computers,
Of course,
if that
the
makes sense. Like
showstopper
if it's a
available
one-off
for
script.
Cameron as well, but Cameron with that operator is going to be a problem for Crime City.
So
And they have to be
Twitch
aware
is
of
not
that.
really
They're going
losing
for
money
another
in terms
push
of
out here, but Dimsum Boy
the
is
cost
reading them
to
like a book,
stream the
understands exactly
video.
where they're coming,
Like
tosses
that
out the snake bite,
sort of
preventing that
over
rush from
exaggerates
going.
the actual cost to Amazon to stream video. Because they already have AWS either way. Like when Amazon bought Twitch, they didn't suddenly
Back yourselves off, CC. Looking for
scale up
one.
AWS to account for that.
One elimination. Just
They were
one with
already
the
able to
showstopper.
handle
Just
Twitch.
Insane that they even continue that, but it's better off Dimsum. Man,
Spike
fighting
planted.
that down 1v3, almost impossible. Luckily enough for Spoof having a Vandal to take, so I mean, regardless, the numbers aren't really looking like they're in favor for CC.
But yes,
not to
they burn
mention
money.
just having to
One enemy
push
remaining.
themselves in onto the site.
But there's
Vandal
not like
left
zero
down.
upside.
Now it's up to Renz though.
There.
At this point too, if you're Renz 1v3, you know the cards are stacked against you. Do you go for the save again, or do you try and get yourself
BTR
closer to the
looking
Killjoy
good.
ultimate? Looks like the call is made. We'll be seeing Renz look for any exits, and well, that is also another way to get that Killjoy ultimate off online without having to really face off against Cameron or anybody else for that matter. So just looking for a potential kill. Not going to be found, but an excellent job for
Like the
BTR
second
fan
round
club
already, they've been
at once
three-man
again taking
chasing the
that
lurker
site,
and attacker spawn.
I think
Yeah.
Cameron is really going to be a huge
And Silent
problem
X
for Crime
is
City. They
literally
haven't
the
figured out
play
what
Mission
the key
Impossible.
is to really stopping that operator, and now they're going to be taking a timeout too.
What about YouTube? Because it's constantly getting new video uploaded. Yeah, no, YouTube.
Cameron is deadly on the off.
One enemy remaining.
It's the only thing
So
I
the
really have to
cost
say.
of like a
It's
creator who has no
looking
viewers on YouTube is very high for them.
Showstopper now,
But that's why they
kinda coming
use
on lockdown there, so, you know,
they use
there's a
much
lot that
slower
we can use
storage.
here
Like if you're a
technically on
creator
both
with
sides.
less than
Crime City
1,000
is pretty good
subs,
as well, but,
you've
yeah,
probably
I'm more
noticed that your
worried about
older
what Cameron
unlisted
can do now.
videos take forever to load.
Yeah, and quite frankly, it's
And that's because
sure,
your
the
video is
operator finding
on
those
like
opening kills,
one
making
hard
it, like,
drive
a little bit more
in
difficult,
like a
but
fucking
even in
huge ass
some of those
data center,
opportunities, like
as
we
opposed
saw
to a
on
bigger
that
creator
last
like me,
round,
where my video is being hosted on
there's
like a
little
network.
bit of a mind game going on, a little bit of a
It's
meta
really
game being
fancy
played right now
engineering,
from
and their compression
BTR.
is really good.
And Crime City, they're not really sure what's going on. They haven't been doing as
But
good
yes,
a job
they do lose
at being
money on
able to
smaller
take
creators.
space on the map on their defense.
But as far as I'm
And a
aware,
result,
YouTube is
you know, They
profitable.
kind of get stuck being like, okay, what really is happening? And that's allowing for the opportunities for BTR.
I'd be
to able
surprised if
to
they
really
weren't,
just kind of
given
run over one of the sites.
the amount of
And
money
even
they
then,
make from
don't
me
even need all
alone,
5 of their agents. We saw
given
a
our ad
3-2
revenue
there,
split between
they
me
were
and YouTube,
successful on attacking
they're
on
making over
both that B
$10,000 a
as
month
well as
off of
that A
me
site. And
from
so
running ads on my
it's
channel.
really tough, but Crime City, they need to be a little bit more
And that should be
aggressive, take a
more than
little bit
enough
more
to pay
space.
for
We saw them playing a little bit more dynamically on the last map.
multiple small
Honestly, this one,
creators.
we
You
can
know,
see a little bit of that happening because it feels like they're just kind of getting stuck lately.
Oh well. Cameron was trying to get away silently, but trying to push themselves back there. Keep themselves
October
patient
budget
enough
video
to see
coming.
them.
I can't give you a timeline on that because I'm
Actually, I
waiting
like that
until I pay
positioning
all
that
of my
Couché's grabbing.
taxes
They
because
know
that has to
usually
be
when it's this
included in
A-side
that
hit,
video.
They always go up into heaven. And oh,
So
yes,
sometime
being
after
able to
tax
out Cameron,
season.
That's huge.
Yeah, quick nade to make sure there is.
Because right now I just have
potential, which
estimates.
works out
I don't
perfectly,
have
and
exact
they use
numbers
till
for
now.
you.
Slowly moving its way
And
forward.
it's hard for you to
Now
get the
in
whole
hands of the
picture until you
defense.
see exactly how much I pay in
Makes it
taxes on that
even
income as well.
worse if you're on the side of BTR. So you're gonna have to try to figure out a way to get yourselves onto the site. Now Seekers coming out, giving away that information to players, slowly working up that movement. Up towards heaven, though, having such good positioning, and Couché's just impossible to get by.
I forgot
even more
about
so
taxes.
now,
Thanks,
with
dude.
damage moving forward down
Oh,
in
you're
heaven.
welcome.
But
I
Red's in
guess.
Spoof now.
Welcome, I
Oh, no.
guess.
I was about to say, they're just waiting for that to happen. Sacred's in such a good spot already, getting 3 players with a possibility
Okay,
to
Sacred,
pay things
okay.
back, maybe.
That was good. See, that was fantastic. I mean, obviously being able to pull off that first kill there, you drop the operator. That's looking
Nice try,
good,
Feds.
but
You're right. You got
reinforcing
me.
one of those sites.
The
that you
IRS
can't
paid me to
let BTR
advertise for
Fanclub
taxes.
take
You guys don't have to
positioning
pay
that
though.
they wanted. We're getting a little bit of a replay of a couple rounds ago.
This
there,
is a
but
joke. You have to pay your
honestly,
taxes.
just excellent stuff coming in from.
I can't even
Crime
joke
City
about
on
that. The
defensive
IRS will
hold.
come after me, dude.
If BTR Fan Club can't get themselves set up, then they looked very uncomfortable, and they were just trying to force the issue. But a little bit of a smoke, that Viper's Wall completely shut it down. Bladestorm popped immediately, as once again, it's just going to be let's try and take heaven.
Oh my gosh, it's the
Awkward.
chase. It's the chase.
Wait, we
now
don't
to
have to
try
pay
get
taxes?
the
Whoa,
one,
whoa,
but
whoa, whoa,
everybody's
whoa,
already
whoa.
taken down. CC stopping
I'll be right back.
the momentum.
I'm gonna let you
for
guys cool
BTR.
off. You have to pay your taxes.
Oh, an SVL, yeah, position pretty much given away in a bad spot too. Nobody's there to try to get some sort of refract potential. Silence now. Alone with Lucas on the op. CC are deadly with the op pickup. They're just sharing it too amongst the others. Oh, Couche, you want it? Okay, Lucas, here you go. It's a good vibe.
And it almost makes me wonder whether or not, hey, let's all buy operators. Woo, dual ops, it's going to be great. But all kidding aside there, I mean, just once again, an excellent hold, being so aware of what BTR do on their routing. They like to push up into A. Okay, well, let's just stop that out. Put a couple of agents, make it a little bit uncomfortable. Felt like ships were passing in the night just on the other side of that Viper's Wall, but it worked out, and now BTR, they're forced onto a save. Retro will be buying up the Vandal, given the fact that the
All right,
save
I'm back.
happened
I'm
last
back.
round
You
with
guys
the
threw it.
Bladestorm being popped. But, okay, yep, they're going to be pushing out yet again, trying to just deny any of that A space. While BTR Fan Club, they've got their sights set on mid this time.
Yeah, well, it's Spoof's turn on the op, so what's gonna happen there? Only time will tell.
So chat, how about
Yeah,
them
not a lot of
Chiefs?
Utah
Dude,
raging there this
were you?
time around like
How
they
many of you
have
watched
in
the Super Bowl?
previous
Did you guys see
times
that one
before,
guy
so
who was coming out onto the
definitely
field?
not
This
looking
is
like the
between
space is
plays,
gonna be
and the dude just
really easy
straight
to
up
attack
like
their BTR,
injures
though.
himself
pretty passive on that.
while running out onto field between plays.
Very passive, and a good
Isn't that like the
chain of
most
utility to really just
embarrassing
deter
shit
them
in the
from moving
world?
in now from Crime City. Felt like that they understood, hey,
Like
they might be
he
coming
was
here,
so
and they were
hyped
coming
to
in
go
fast, so
out.
let's just
He
toss a
started
couple of
running
volleys,
out, and
make
then
it
you just
almost
see the guy
impossible to go
fall
through,
over
and
in
funnel them
pain.
away.
You're like,
Johnson
huh?
from an excellent position, goes for it, is able to find Retro.
Absolutely incredible.
And then
just to keep
those
things
assholes at the Super Bowl
honestly, just to
production
push back BTR,
company,
they're still moving up towards heaven
they
regardless, but
filmed
that's
this
gotta
guy
really humble you in
going,
this moment.
getting put on like
Yeah,
a stretcher
looking
in
for
the
some
back
sort of
room.
location, maybe.
Like,
Spike
why are
just
you
getting
pointing a
taken
camera
down
at him right
seconds,
now?
and
He's already
CC
been embarrassed enough, man.
absolutely incredible, and it all starts
And they're showing
with
him
Spoof on
roll
the
him
op.
down like
That
a
is
hallway.
insane.
Yeah, and let's talk about that defensive hold coming in on
Dude.
that ace site coming in from Crime City. Spoof with the op, yes, 100% a good thing to be able to isolate that pick, get really
I was
aggressive,
losing it. I was
shut
losing it.
down. But at the same time, immediately just is able to back up. You see Sacred use that Viper Wall to just cut off all of the sites, and Lucas is watching it
Super
from
Bowl's the
down
first time
the
I've watched
lane,
football in
has
years.
that Vandal ready
I
to go
watched
to
the
spray
Super Bowl
things
every
through.
year,
So even
basically.
if
I went
BTR
to
try and
Brad's
aggress
place
that
and they
operator,
had a
they're gonna
party.
get caught in the crossfire. That is excellent team play coming in from Crime City, and that is the level of play, honestly, we expected to see from them based off of the last map. So, honestly, just praises with how they
What
played
was
that
your thoughts on
defense
the
on
OT
A.
portion of the game? I couldn't tell you. Because around halftime, I went home to
Oh, no.
feed and walk my dogs.
Cameron taking that first engagement. Nice fight to it, and early information too. So they see Dim Sum was the only one there. Quick rotation, moving about towards speed.
Hello, Raiders. Wait, did I get
As
raided?
as it gets for CC, they can play with this. The spoof left.
Mazaki! 227, they have a rate of 80
Still
billion!
misses the shot. The op left down. Yeah.
Okay, very interesting, though, because Crime City actually able to find a couple of kills thanks to Sacred. Retro trace that
You
one
see
back.
the
a 1v2
streaker?
now here, but Couche can't quite
He
find
bet
that.
10K
It was chaotic, but
on whether or not
somehow
somebody was
Converse
streaked. There's
BTR
no
fan club
way.
come out on top.
First of all, that's fraud. Or it's like
Garrett, yeah.
whatever gambling company he bet that
Honestly, just
with
CC kind of
would
losing,
easily be able
their
to
composure
take
down
their
the
money
lane.
back.
It seems like a lot of the time, Guardian kind of getting a bit uncomfortable there for CC.
That
to
would be
kind of
like,
keep their
did you
own. For
see the
last
Valorant
round
player
of
who
this
bet on
half, so then we're
himself
able to switch
losing and
sides,
then
see what
threw?
happens for
What a
Crime City.
genius.
And
Like,
BTR
no,
fan club,
that's not.
again, impeccable performance already moving
That's
forward.
That's
on the
not
attack.
a smart
Yeah,
move,
it is
actually.
looking really good. And coming into this one, they have that Viper's Pit available. On the cross side, though, Crime City, they have both
Like the bet
Cosmic
is
Divide,
definitely
which they
off
played off
the moment
excellently
you
last time,
yourself influence the
but
outcome
also
of
the
it.
lockdown. If you want to know what is going to be able to counter a Viper's Pit, the lockdown does a really good job at pushing that Viper away. I imagine they are going to be holding on to that. Also understanding, too, that
Technically,
unless
there
you
were
get a
two
tricky
streakers,
little
so the
paint shell
TikTok
or
lawyers are
something
saying they
tossed
could
on
win the
right on
case
top
for
of it,
him.
that lockdown
Oh,
is
the
more
dude
or less
screwed himself
unbreakable.
then. He shouldn't have streaked. There already was one.
Yeah, smoke dissipates, and there's not much to play with here. Before, they actually used to have.
The
some
problem is
rating.
because he did it himself,
utilize
now
the
you can easily
Now that
argue
Smoke
that the
has
guy
the offense,
could
made
have
it almost
somehow
impossible for mid
convinced another guy to
keep
do
their
it.
ground here.
Does that make sense? Because you already
Now,
know that
again,
he's
just having
like
to fight
in the
this back
mindset to
retro.
rig the bet. So you can't put it beyond him to rig
not
it
able
in
to
that
find
manner
much.
either.
Oh, excellent flash here. The swing from Lucas shuts that down, but more importantly, guarantees that no one is really going to be pushing through mid. As you can see that the rotations come around. Lockdown ready in hand right now for
30
Renz.
seconds left.
And unfortunately, Cameron not going to be able to find too much with that operator being the only thing.
They're just attempting to
Dude, this attack
bring this
raise
home
op?
with the lockdown.
Should I just op on attack
Actually
too?
moving this team back, so BTR, yeah, not looking too good in terms of trying
What?
to get this round back, but it seems like Ren's finding
Is this Tenz's like arch nemesis,
some
Renz?
sort of pick up.
That shot was crazy.
Man,
That
that's
did
gotta
it.
hurt. That's gotta hurt.
No way!
That's gotta hurt.
For them.
Damn. And now they can't play.
Goppers, I'm sorry. I have never casted a round where that is the outcome. To end off the half, you use a gravity well to pull them
You got
off
the
of
raise
plant
op prep?
spot, and the spike was just about
I'm not
to
sure
go
you need
down
prep.
too.
You can play it very
Are you
similarly.
kidding me? Oh, that's a little bit of a tilter because BTR Fan Club were set up for success there too. Two of their agents still alive.
See the bet on if
Very much able
Kelchi
to
would
play the
propose.
retake.
No, I don't
Cosmic
follow
Divide
that shit,
available, but it
man.
doesn't matter. You just play together.
You gotta
can
understand, I'm not on
isolate that
social media.
2v1 and you're gonna win it, but just
And I'm pretty much
I guess that's why you
anti-gambling.
bring in Astra to split still.
So I haven't heard of like any of these.
Hey, switching the sides though.
Hey,
Man,
we know this orb.
Well, Astra, we can see why Astra works out so well. I actually think that might be the reason as well that Astra might work.
Gambling on
the
football
post
is wild
play
is very
because
sad
as
to me.
we've seen
Gambling
before,
is sad to me
CC like to play for post play,
as a thing.
right? So Crime City might actually be able to just go for that sort of play. More so here on split, but it seems like not even picking any sort of sight, just more so looking for that info down in mid, though. We might be able to see some sort of engagement.
Can you
Couché
explain your
waiting,
dislike for gambling more? I think it's
moving
pretty
forward, but
obvious,
keeping that
dude.
Patience there.
Gambling addiction
The
drives
information
people
actually
to
gathered
poverty
onto that
like
A
every
site.
day.
Guiding light gets tossed out. I imagine it might have spotted some people, but more importantly, Crime City
And the
now
companies
know where
that like run those
Sky is hanging
things,
out and Dim Sum Boy is gonna get
they're all
exposed, so
profiting
pulls up that Viper screen.
off of other people's misery. Statistically, your
Easy for
average
them to move forward, but again,
gains
this goes
from
around
like
as
any
point,
gambling
giving
service is
yourself
negative.
the lead to make
So,
sure
like,
you can continue to move forward within the game. Maybe even
it
take
is
the
so
round. There
bad.
goes CC spoof. Crime City are just honestly killing it at this point. Taking everybody down. Of course, this round pretty much more
remaining.
aim-based than it is utility. It's
30
a free-for-all.
seconds left.
Like, it really feels like a deathmatch at this
Oh my god, what they're all just getting
Like, I
That couldn't have
just
been
see-
timed better.
Yeah, like everyone's just everywhere, dude. Like in places they shouldn't be, right? Like attackers in the defense.
You feel the
spot.
same with
Like,
gacha games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but Crime City, they know what they need to do.
Yeah, I mean, Crime City just doing a good job that time on
That's
their
like
attack, taking a lot
the
of space
rare
all over the
China
map, and
W
that's how
moment.
you get yourself
That
into
is that
those
like new
opportunities where it
anti
felt like BTR Fan Club were just not expecting them. And now
like
Silence
gacha
in
game
this 1v2
legislation.
uses
they're
up the
rolling
last
out.
smoke here, but once again, look at that Astra so far away, just playing off the gravity.
I want
wells
that
yet
shit
again.
for America too. No
It's
daily
difficult.
login bonuses, yeah.
Playing against
Yeah, I
Astra,
want
you're
to take
playing
it
against
far,
this
dude.
guy.
I don't even
Like,
think Valorant should be able to
everything is just not
FOMO your
working
ass
in
into
your
buying a
favor.
skin
And I
bundle.
like it too because they save that
No
heat time,
timed
again, for the post
purchases.
plant. It's just what Crime City like to do.
When it goes in the shop, you can't remove
Yeah,
it.
and when we've been talking about Crime City playing a lot more aggressively and, you know, taking a lot more space and all that type of stuff, honestly, their utility works out really well for them. When it
Kind
comes
of
to
backs
just
up on that law. Yeah, no
isolating
shit, because it would have
kills
cost them a ton of money.
Crime
Because
City
right
with their
now, like,
utility is
tons
kind
of poor,
unmatched in this game.
like, addicted
But
people
when it comes down
give
to
more than
BTR
half their
running all
paycheck
over them
to
and
these
Crime City not having
corporations.
to use their utility a little bit more defensive, more in a deterrence factor, it doesn't seem like it's getting as much value to be able to shut things down. Moving into this next one, obviously the buy-up happening. Couché actually only keeping this ghost going really aggressive, but finds one kill, looking for the second, able to find that one as well. And yeah, that site's just going to be open, just Retro up top.
All right, I'm going to demand a topic change, though, because we're getting too close to being political now.
As well, yeah.
Because
Scoop's just
somebody's
taking high
going to come in
ground
chat and start disagreeing with
now. Trying to
something.
get around the back.
That's how I know.
Actually, down inside of their own territory there. Take them by surprise. Retro low enough to the point where one shot could really just end their life there. Yep, there it goes. Now, peekaboo the next one, but taking back the
Bro,
lead.
are CC going to 2-0
and
BTR?
almost flawless round as well at that.
Yeah, I mean, thankfully BTR fan club didn't really invest heavily.
Have you
like we
considered
kinda
hosting
saw
watch
on
parties
the
for
last ones,
college
but the
esports
fact that
teams?
Couché, once again, the person who didn't buy a weapon going into that round, was
Like,
able
you
to find
mean,
2 kills
I don't think you
right
mean
off of the
college
bat.
esports teams. I think you mean
That's not
collegiate
gonna be
Valorant
good for
events.
BTR fan club, so their economy looking very shabby.
Not
They're going to
really.
invest and make sure that they've got
Maybe
all
like
the
the grand
utility
finals.
possible. Especially as they are playing on the defense, the utility becomes
It's
a
just
little
the
bit more
skill
important as a deterrent.
variation
That
in
means
collegiate
lots
is
of light shields
huge.
at play here.
Some
Crime
teams
City
are capable
putting
of being
more
tier 2
emphasis
level.
onto this
Other
mid site
teams
here,
are
but leaving
5 gold
their Viper
players.
Sacred all the way onto A. The double duelists are just poking out, but not really engaging forwards.
It's a bit scary to peek forward as well. Kind of do have a sense of util being expended out there. Dim Sum missing out on the molly, so allows Rens to keep their positioning there. Crime City. And now it starts. This is where you really have to keep yourself intact there. BTR slowly getting pushed forward, but it seems like not going to be an easy take-in. Silence trying to make sure that they have everything in their power to keep the site down on
Dude,
lockdown.
CC are a dark horse.
The B site for the taking there for Crime City.
They're playing really well.
Retro here. Oh, Renz doesn't know, but there is Killjoy utility, which will give that information away. Renz in an excellent spot.
Renz here has to play further
Oh, I
up
thought
because
they had run away from
the
death
bomb's
there,
playing at
but Renz is
default.
good now.
So Renz is just playing for
Okay,
kills here.
Retro just did not care about the angle clear coming through from the other side. They just ran it down.
And doing it really
So that's
well.
BTR leaving Dim Sum Boy all by their lonesome. 68 health left too. Yeah, no util to use, so probably not the best.
Like, that's a very non-standard way to play the 4v4. Like, they
But
could have
that's
gone for
perfect
open
one,
plant,
too.
but
You're
instead they go
sitting
for
on
the safer
bonus
default
round
plant.
there, and you managed to run away
And
with that.
Renz just
Pretty much lowering the economy. of
alarm
BTR.
bots ropes to play
I know I
male,
just
which is
said that
actually very
comment
interesting.
On that last round where it's like, oh yeah, Crime City, when they use their utility, it's purely to kill. That last
have favorite
round
team in the
actually was a
qualifiers?
fantastic example of that.
I have
Okay,
favorites.
let's be honest here.
I wouldn't say I
you
have one team,
an
though.
Astra to pull them off the spike, sure, that's fine. But you
BTR
have
is one
a
of my
lot
favorite
mollies
teams,
to work with
for
as
sure.
well.
Some friends with
Specifically coming
Silent
in
X.
from Sacred and Renz. Do they use it actually to play post plant? No, they actually use it to more or less drive out anybody who could be on the site and clear out every single corner possible. They had next to no utility after that spike went down just because they so heavily invested it. But that worked out perfectly because they found the kills necessary and were able to just clean up the rest of the squad. And Sacred already starting this out on the right foot. Retro already
SPL
down,
has so
and
much
Retro
space,
has
but
been
it doesn't
doing
even
a
matter.
lot in this map so far, Gompers.
I'm so excited for VCT season. Me too, dude. The first 2 days of games are also crazy hype.
Not even afraid to just move it onto site there. Spoof taking a pretty big clearing. Down on the B site, the plank goes down. Now they can play for that post plant. Not having too much util already settled down though. Renz goes down. Kinda making things a bit more
Dude.
difficult. Showstopper available. Not finding the shot at Dim Sum though.
You know what's making CC so hard to play against?
The whiff was scary, but still managed
They're
to
not
run away with it,
standard
though.
at
SPL
all.
around the back, nobody knows.
Pay attention to this next round, Chad.
Absolutely,
This
like,
game
just
is
to
getting
watch
very
him as he
interesting.
just 'cause
they're
somewhat
planning
cautionary.
default on B consistently, and they're
3K
just
left
playing like
down.
these weird
Crime
post-plan
City
angles.
committing crimes in the Valorant lobbies.
They're playing really weird.
Listen, I'll give you that if that was on the last
It
round,
looks
but
so
they
annoying to
had
play
an
against
advantage there.
because like you
So they
you
should've
can't have any
shoveled
pattern
that
recognition
one.
for this
Don't
stuff.
bring a knife to a gunfight. That's all I'm gonna say.
They brought a sheriff. Okay, anyways, moving on from these idioms or analogies, I'm not sure which is the right word there.
BTR having a hard time
English
adapting?
but
Yeah, I mean,
this is where things
so
get
would
a little
I,
bit more
'cause what do you
dicier
do?
for BTR fan club, but also to Crime City because an operator is going to be in play. Retro is going to be the person
This is
having
BTR's
it this
map
time. I
pick.
would have expected to see it on Cameron instead, but
Yeah.
pretty much that's
Okay,
really
watch,
what
watch,
made
watch.
things difficult for Crime City
the
on
reason why they're
last
comfortable
half.
hitting B is because they've been comfortable planting default. I'm curious if they're gonna plant default again.
No, but I give respect for, I guess, the amount of patience that Retro had there.
They
Still
have to.
more right clicks down through the smoke.
Okay, they just lose the
get
hit.
Some now.
Doesn't matter.
BTR, they've taken the round back. They are killing it in the middle of sight. Pretty much a bloodbath there, moving forward. And that was such a perfect hold. That's exactly what BTR needed.
And yeah, Couché gonna be moving out of this one. There's no chance. A 1v4. Maybe find 1 or 2 kills, get the Cosmic Divide a little bit closer to being online.
Man, I
but
wanted to see the
the
post
round
plant.
is more or less over. And
Although I am
I gotta
rooting
admit,
for
I think it was
BTR,
just a
so
little bit pedal to the metal. Ooh,
Yeah.
this is the Fast and Furious now because sure they moved in there and they got a lot of space, but at the same time, BTR fan club, they packed off only a little bit so that they could reaggress very quickly. And
Bro,
that
they're
does
going right
just
back
be
B.
in the
Look at
right
this.
position to be able to cut so many of the members of Crime
What?
City down, and now is only a couple away from having the Viper's Pit online as well. An
It
excellent
makes no
defensive
sense.
hold
Like,
and
look
the
at BTR.
first defensive
BTR is
round
stacking
that
more towards
BTR
A
fan
side.
club has been able to get. More importantly, keeping
CC's
the
like,
operator
well,
online.
let's
I think
go
that
B
is going
again,
to be
guys.
Something that Crime City has to be so aware of.
4
and so
B
careful
main
around.
is so
That as well, you're
crazy
looking
to
at
call
Retro
twice
with
in a
that
row.
hold coming down on
Especially
B.
after you
didn't
just
think
got
it was very
railed
significant, but
doing
was.
it.
It held down that push coming through from Spoof. They couldn't even get
Okay, so we're
to
gonna
the extremities
contact.
of sight because of that paranoia that came through
Ooh.
from Silence as that hold was coming down. But here
Very
comes
good
the next
molly
one.
timing
Spoof
from
getting
Viper.
pretty impatient
They
and
get
already moving
raised
down towards
out.
the back of sight. With the molly making it harder to hold it down. Dim sum with everybody else
She
alongside.
picked
Max
on the
rotation in
Viper
from Couché.
molly.
Still
What
running
the
it down.
fuck?
Again, slight impatience there on the side of Crime City, still managing to run away with one, but it's the ratio of that 4v1 situation now, kind of moving forward, that really just makes things harder to see some sort of clutch.
Oh, she picked on Viper molly.
Oh,
That
the
is
information
insane.
gets given as well. So Retro just going to be looking down that scope, knows exactly where Lucas is going to be going, and that's going to close out the round. But just like you
Okay, I
said,
guess.
Coppers, it felt a little bit too
They need to slow
ambitious
down for a
there.
bit. I don't
They were
know.
going
Maybe
so
a
fast
third
onto the
B
site
rush, though.
that
You'd
they-
never
you know, they were
expect a
walking
third
through
B
the
rush,
snake
right,
bite.
guys?
They made themselves all vulnerable and then just, spray through that box.
might be
because any of those
good.
bullets is going to do so much damage to cut things down. I mean, Silenk's doing a fantastic job, but they try to reaggress. They separate too, maybe trying to pull some of the defenders off. It just felt a little bit incoherent, a little bit discombobulated. And so BTR, they're more
Forget
than
who's
happy
in the
to get
finals
that
of the
one.
Sunset
And
event? BTR.
moving into
BTR
this
won.
Next one, BTR fan club have 3 ultimates online.
I remember paying all of these
Boy
players.
with that Viper Spit,
Well,
and also
3
a
of
judge
them.
in hand.
They have new
is gonna
players
make
as well.
things so much more difficult if Crime City want to be able to move up mid, which they had their sights on while this round started.
Okay.
Who'd
I
they
guess the
play?
running
Like,
gun
what
works.
comp did they play?
I guess the running
Who'd
gun
they play
works.
against?
Seems like
Spotted too.
might actually, yeah.
They played against
There,
STC,
especially
I
the
believe.
pink shell moving out to try to gain some damage, but Dim Sum runs away with her life. Tons of util expended out towards mid, though.
I'm just gonna say this, Renz has been so consistent at killing people through smokes, it's been crazy. I think a majority of Renz's kills on this map were just like, oh, sheriff shot, oh, I found a head. Cool, neat. Uncanny, but it works out well. Silence still on site, though.
Okay,
looking
spoof.
Pretty difficult.
Again.
Spoof
Look. They don't
still
care.
keeping CC
Like, they have an
intact.
Astra
When
wall.
you're on the post plan
They got
here,
numbers
what can you
advantage.
do?
They can
You've
smoke
got
heaven and they can
2
plant for
players
heaven.
watching now. SVL
But
only
instead,
had
Renz
one
is fighting
guiding
way
light
harder
from
for
the
A
smoke,
main,
barely any smokes,
and they just
kind
plant.
of working in advance
safe.
of BTR.
CC have a
Actually, this is
very
the question. I mean,
interesting
BTR
approach to
fan
playing
club, they
split.
decide to go for that save understanding they still have that operator. This was a very
There
expensive
are not many
round for them
teams who
not to
play
be
like
able to
this on
win,
split.
but they cut their losses and back off. I mean, they
it's
invested
working.
the Viper's Pit. They invested the Seekers, but they get nothing for it. So excellently done by Crime City. I mean, that round, courtesy of Renz, I guess, just spraying through the Viper's Pit, finds that first kill, and then it just seems like BTR
Can you name
gets
any other
stuck in
teams
their
play with this on
defense. They're
split?
not
No,
too
everyone
sure
prioritizes
really
the
where to
late
commit,
mid lurk
and they
heaven
just get
plants.
spotted out, silence in the back.
That's
had to
considered
anchor that
like
one, but
the
immediately
correct way
just
to play
gets
the map.
Overwhelmed by the Raze's presence and spoof, and now this is looking really good. Crime City.
Why? I'm curious why. Okay, so what Crime City's doing is not necessarily good, Chad.
First they got Leet, and
But
then they've
it's
got
so
BTR
far
in
from the
their
meta
sightlines.
that a team like BTR can't
CC
adapt fast enough potentially to
Yeah,
deal
a big
with it.
portion of it really is just I kind of like the diversity of their plays as well. Like, it doesn't really feel like we're kind of seeing a familiarity with the play style. It feels somewhat separated there. Retro over the off slow movement forward. Kushei's just
Okay,
waiting
standard
for somebody to peek
1-3-1.
at like this because they kind of are reading pretty well into this
Right here,
situation.
this is
BTR
very
getting
standard.
impatient. Now it's up to Kushei to find that pick. The Retro's feeling pretty confident themselves.
This playstyle get worse. Tournament goes on. Coaches will see anti-strat the replay. Not really. Most of these teams don't have dedicated coaches. Also, there's too many teams in the event
Unfortunately, they do
to
lose
fully anti-strat until
Trailblazer as
their
a
later
result, which is
stages.
an excellent scouting tool.
Also,
Keep in mind, though,
from
the
a coach
flash is a
POV,
lot more important to
CC's
hold on
playstyle
to
doesn't
after
scare
the
me
changes
on
to
this map
Sky.
because it's so
Tim
wrong.
Subboy and Retro come up on top of their duels.
Like, if I'm coaching
This is a
BTR,
very good round so far for BTR fan club.
I'll call
Yeah,
attack
BTR
pause,
trying not to let go.
assure them there's
Again, the
nothing
last
wrong,
map won out by Crime City, so
and
if
they need to
can run away
confidently
with
follow the
this one,
playbook. Because
they might
CC's
just be
attack
able
style
to
does
put
not make
themselves
sense.
back in that lead. So you
Like,
do
it
have
should be
that 9 to
bad.
11 coming through. BTR slowly working themselves back up, crawling.
I just make sure we hold the nade
Or I guess
on
I could say
spoof.
scratching their way to the top. I don't know. Crawling their way to the top. Either way, it works out. Scratching their way.
Like, there's nothing to anti-strat.
Is a Valorant map like a scratch card now? Is that the analogy?
Dude,
we're
it's
going
bad
with?
play.
I'm just trying to pick up on your
Which is why I'm
point
so
down here,
fascinated
Hoppers.
that it's
I'm
working.
very confused.
More like a cat, I guess, like scratching their way. You know, like clawing. Oh,
Okay,
clawing.
yeah.
Clawing. was
There
the
you go.
term.
Yeah, okay, that makes a lot more sense to my small mammalian brain. Thank you for filling in that gap there. And, this time around, Cameron gonna get aggressive, walking right into the
Ooh.
trap that was set up there. And
Spoof is just
once
hitting
again,
shots,
when
man.
these first picks go, they go really well for Crime City. A lockdown getting invested as well, but they're not going to be aggressing off of that. I love this.
And now we have no nade.
Some boy though, very far.
Now that the
forwards.
Raze has
Make
been
sure
picked
that
off,
no mid-presence is
CC
able to
can
be
just plant
found.
default again.
Oh, there's a lot of presence there on the B side.
Here they
Flash
come.
is waiting. And of course, Util doesn't cash them out, but Spoof does.
And there they go.
So now you're kind of in an awkward position. You got that 3v4 coming along in a
Now they just play sight.
Spoof
Spoof has been playing this angle like every time, and he finds it really comfortable. I mean, can you blame him?
Through the wall, showstopper to close things out, possibly.
Can you blame
Next one
him?
there, Spoof looking for the ace. And is it a possibility? Maybe so. Of course, no damage found, but Renz is gonna be slightly respectful. Wait for this one to come out. May not have been a good idea, though. Timing there from Renz. And a good play coming through from Crime City.
Yeah, and more importantly, that
Now,
puts
Spoof
them
is just
onto
owning in the
series
duels.
point. I mean, honestly,
Like,
just
he's
a
hot right now.
masterclass coming in from Spoof. Retro sadly has not been able to get as much value out of that operator that we were able to see Cameron get there. Unfortunately, just really good timing from Spoof. I gotta just commend it. The game sense to know when to peek some of
Dude,
these angles.
BTR on
Immediately
match
gets
point.
the showstopper, lets
Like,
it go
to
right
get
off the bat.
knocked into
Secures the
lowers.
round for the team. That is a great duelist right there. So close to getting the ace, but of
That
course
is
just gets
crazy.
shut down. Excellent little hold by Renz. And now this is for the match. Crime City looking for this final point, and it is still a full buy-up by BTR. They do have a showstopper online, but oh no, SVL
Okay,
right
SVL.
off the bat just sprays it through. Likes what Renz was doing, says, let me do you one better. Is able to find 2 kills.
Oh. Looking for more. BTR
That's
looking out
huge.
for blood. They know this might be their last chance.
Again.
Keep themselves in the running of the game. Yeah, SVL was looking for that ace instead. Seems like either way, BTR pretty good position. Kushei being the last one
That's
standing
huge.
in a flawless round. Down to it, so 12-10. They're not out of the running just yet, but it is going to be a lot harder to keep themselves honestly fighting to take that 12-12.
Yeah, I mean,
Who
okay.
if you had to guess what's the least amount of practice team qualifies challenges could have?
They don't have a buy. Just straight up, they don't have a buy. They're coming in with
Honestly,
a
you could
lot of
probably
pistols into
qualify
this
with
next one.
zero
On the
amount of
flip side,
practice as a
BTR
team.
Fan Club are coming in fully
Like if you just
loaded,
grabbed
also to
5
4 of
existing
their
tier 1
ultimates
players,
online,
I'm pretty sure
hoping
they
to
could
get Dim Sum
qualify.
Boys Viper Pit as well.
Even if they don't have any
Of course, if you
time to
are
prac
Crime
together.
City, the main objective of this round is to force
Like
out
if you just
as many
formed random
ultimates
tier
as you
1
can
player
from your
super
enemy.
team,
If you're able to
they'd
drain
probably be
that
good
out,
enough.
that will give you a bit more of even playing field to make sure that they can't really force out overtime. But that is such a tough task given the difference in weaponry. I'm curious to see how Crime City play this one out. Immediately though, they are taking a lot of space onto mid. This could be the initial spot that they try to get it, but Couché with this Vandal could be the first point of entry.
Wonder if college teams playing together all year is giving an edge? Nah, it's minor. It's
And they weren't
minor.
expecting them to come in that low.
It helps, but it's
Crosshair placement
minor.
Slightly too high, but still.
You gotta understand, there's also like a billion college
Best thing you
teams.
can do here
So
for
one of
BTR.
them qualifying.
Honestly,
Well, it's
just
still
like-
really cool that the collegiate team's that strong. There's like a ton of them. It's not like the college teams are all dominating.
Flush out the
It's what,
enemy's
3 of
utility.
them
Cameron's
made
still
it to
having
day
that
2.
showstopper online, and
One
now
of
the
them has
engagement
qualified so
coming
far.
Ooh. Yeah, Couché's not playing around when it comes to that entry frag, but it seems like now the duel is taking charge. Got one.
So a vast majority of the teams here are not
Working their way up
collegiate.
alongside Renz, and they take a good
So our players are
angle
just that
on
much
Viper
better?
spike now coming
Yes.
down too, so much control. Of course, SVL still trying to find some shots here. Might just be able to run away with Sacred. Last shot there.
They just have
Of
so
course,
much
Dynamite
time.
now down. They
Tier
do
1 players are just
utilize
practicing
some
all
of their
day
ultimates here for CC, but
because it's
gonna
their
be
literal job.
3v3 situation, pretty fair and even ground. Now Retro actually pulling out the Bladestorm to make things easier there on the
Oh
retake.
my goodness.
Diffusal. Kind of testing
This
the
round is playing an open.
Fizz, not understanding the next one
No.
though. Renz takes a good angle.
Enemy remaining.
And it's up to 1v1
Bro,
situation. It's Renz taking
the
the
Rifty?
win and a victory for Crime City. It's only going to take them 2
Bro.
games in this best of 3. And honestly,
Well,
big
pay out Crime
congratulations to them.
City.
That was a fantastic series.
Oh my god, there is so much to talk
Hey, out
about
Crime
in that
City, I
last
guess.
round, but that would take away from the overall trajectory
All right.
of the map. Crime City.
Who else we
big
got?
Congratulations to them
So Crime
as they
City
continue
against
to make their
2OR,
upper
I
bracket
guess.
run.
What the hell?
A crazy map. I'm gonna be honest with you, Gompers. When
Lucky
things first
7,
started
ST.Clair
off,
stays. I believe the
BTR Fan
Shopify
Club
match.
looked like that they were the ones in the driver's seat.
Damn,
were
they
the
lost
one
map
directing
1.
flow of
Let me
traffic.
refresh
They
this.
were on top of Crime City, but slowly Crime City started
Crime
to pull
City.
themselves together a little bit more.
Lucky
These
7,
rat
ST.Clairs are
handles
1-1.
working out for them
Yep.
enough on the defense to even things out, and
We
then
should watch
just
the end of this game.
steamrolling over them in the attack.
Oh man. ST.Clair Saints looked like they were doing well, but now Lucky 7 is looking to take it. Not our Sunset teams. Yeah, they're going through it. Camp Pecky played in Sunset too? Yeah, he did. This is map 3. Yeah, you can see at the top it's 1-1 between these teams. Dude.
One enemy remaining.
ST.Clair States are fighting back. Let's see. Thinking Men are up on Maryville or Maryville. Thinking Men have paint. I remember this. They went pretty far. Who are on these teams? Oh, this is Zero Cap. So Zero Tap was on BTR Fan Club.
This goes here. Yes.
And now he's playing for
This is
Mochi Fan Club. Wait, they're both fan clubs. The basement. Okay. They're playing Kumi. Damn, Kumi had a showing. 18 and 9. Like, Kumi averaged 200 ADR. Three, three, 7. So what, you get 1 qualified? It's 2 qualified from this one, right?
Right there.
1, 2. Damn.
I must wait.
Dude, I really want to watch Shopify. Like, I'm sad we don't get to watch Shopify. Oh, no. Wait, if Lemonade Stand win this matchup, then it's Lemonade Stand versus BTR Fan Club, which is a Sunset Coliseum rematch. But also, I want both of those teams to win. Thinking Man is a stacked pug team. Yeah. Yeah, these are all just like really, really, really high elo players. Ambrosia's good too, if I recall. Yeah, they have Exalt Calypso Satellite. They dropped a game? Really? The Harrisburg University of all teams. And it was on Split.
Careful.
And Ambrosia just looks so good on paper. Dude, I feel like we're way behind schedule. Like, there is no world this match is starting in 20 minutes. When this could go map 3.
Cage triggered.
Anderson, Lear, Reformed are all former high tier 2 players. Got it. I've seen them in the top of the leaderboard, but that's interesting context. I don't follow enough tier 2. Is Thinking Men TMV's team? No, I don't believe TMV has a NA qualifiers team. They don't have the underpeel logistics. I mean, they kind of do. The Sunset Coliseum has similar issues. Where we just had a guaranteed start time. We didn't give like exact times for other matches because it's like very hard. How long do you think you'll stream the watch party? I think we're going to watch the end of this series and I'm probably going to call it. I need to rest up before we enter the on season.
Here.
Timeout from Lucky 7. Oh, St.Clair's bringing it back. I wish you could just leave it running so I can watch without ads. No, you need my banana commentary for my stream to stay active. It was really funny hearing your accountant is a big Underpeel fan. Yeah, he's rooting for Penguin.png. They play Saturday, right? Lil B Rice, thank you for the prime. Yeah, they play Saturday? Bet. I think the bracket is outdated, right? Because it doesn't... I think you guys had to fix this. Boom, boom, boom. Doesn't this... Yeah, it says 3 p.m. Pacific Grand Final. That is not correct.
Yes, this should do.
That needs to be fixed.
That goes there. Ah, this is a nice spot. Cage triggered.
Is it quiet for anybody else?
Destroyed.
I think it's just quiet.
Off your feet!
Spike planted.
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
All right, Campeki's gonna hate me, chat, but I kind of want St.Clair States to win.
Last player
I'm
standing.
thinking about it. Campeki's team's got players who've had their shot. Now, I'm sure they wanted a better shot because they haven't played enough tier 1. But I want new blood.
Not your day, is it?
So I want St. Clair Saints to make this upset. I want to see Giza in tier 2. Whoa! Wait, Giza's 20-13 on Cypher right now. Bro, I'm telling you, this guy should get signed. He's cheap as hell right now. If any orgs are listening, you can get this kid for way cheaper than he deserves. He was ranked 2 a couple days ago. Solo queue. He's actually a Giga Demon. Just put him on Sentinel and he'll be a rock. He's not like a Demon 1. He's not a duelist. He is so good in the gunfights. Like, he's actually just an asset in the gunfights. I actually could see Giza being like really good on Sentinel. Who's encouraging underpaid labor? I mean, that's literally how it works in the tier 1 scene. When you're like a rookie, you expect to get paid a little amount, but that comes with the fact that you get given a chance to prove yourself. And if you do prove yourself, then you make that bag. I guarantee you, Demon 1 now on NRG is making that bag. Like, there's no world he's not making at least double of what EG was paying him. Isn't that kind of how all sports work? Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm saying somebody can get like a real big deal right now on Giza. Because I think Giza's super good.
Last player standing.
The only industry where exposure is good payment. Yeah, the competitive industry. a chance to show what you've got in sports and esports is pretty much worth its weight in gold for a lot of top-rated players. Shopify Rebellion is now 12-9 match point. Oh, bet. Family friend is an NHL Hall of Famer. His rookie year salary was not great relatively. Yeah, most rookies don't have great salaries unless they're like the first pick of the draft. Even then.
Yes, this should do. Here.
Waiting for the ISO pick. You should watch the APAC kickoff and then make sure you watch Icebox and Lotus games. APAC as a region is one of the only regions willing to play like double duelist comps, and that's where you're most likely to see it. Okay, Instinct. Leila's getting the scoreline from like Mel's Discord server, I believe, and they have a moderator who's like, they're literally there in person with the Shopify team, and they're on their phone giving live scoreline updates or something. I think that's how it's working. 11-11. Let's go, St. Clair. Let's go. I tuned in after Aim Labs and I see Sova and Gecko instead of Fade, right? The fact that we're seeing Sova on Split is almost comedic. Gecko makes sense, though.
Shadows traveling.
Oh. That's ambitious. The Gecko Flash does not get that deep. It's also Campeki versus Giza Cypher off. It's a team game, man.
player standing.
Whoa. Nah. Dude, this is such a slobber knocker. You can't win that 1v3. It's so hard. The first go was really good, though. Instinct has to go Super Saiyan this round. Wow. Wait, do you guys see that timeline? STC were down 3-9 on attack split. Because Lucky 7 had a 9-round win streak on attack. I didn't even notice that. Single duelist, by the way. Oh! Bro. I think we're going OT. Gecko ult went so far. Yeah, you can't break Gecko ult once it's like left into the air. I think that's how it works. That's how it feels when I play Gecko. It feels like if you leap it, then it can no longer be broken.
Last player standing.
Okay, Giza with the 3K. We're to OT.
Want more? Here's more.
Switching sides.
Bro, he is super top frag right now. 24 is crazy. In 24 rounds, that's one a round. That is a crazy average in a lobby like this. All right, what's their defensive setup? Breach is playing A because the Cypher coming B heaven is really weird. Okay, he's just placing the cam and then he's tripping for B.
Yes, this should do. That goes there.
Okay, Giza, we gotta talk, bro. You have to let me show you some trips. The dude is literally just like moving them around, looking for fun ones. Dude, this round is painfully slow. Has anyone seen each other at all? Dude, and then they explode? This is so hard to play against. Giza's on the wrong side.
30 seconds left. Spike planted.
This is impossible. You can't clear right here. Yeah, you have to gamble it. And that was the most contact explode I think I've ever seen. Like, that was the most contact and the most explode of all the contact explodes. You know what I'm saying? They waited 40 seconds to contact. That was crazy.
My spot. That goes there. This goes here.
So boring to play against. You sound like a Call of Duty player, dude.
Yes.
I think you mean so hard to play against. Using the word boring in attack FPS when regarding slow play, it sounds like you suck at the game. Like, you actually sound like the guy who insta-logs Reyna and calls it boring when the enemy team plays a default and you lose.
Right there.
Yeah, COD gamer is the worst forward gamer. Nah, there's nothing wrong with COD. It just prioritizes action over inaction. pick is so big. Oh! Instinct, you needed to get that kill, you beautiful piece of shit. Good nade.
Worthless.
No, Giza's so done for here. Wow. Wow. They're in the lower bracket. Lucky 7 barely take them down, though. Like, that is a very impressive showing. Crazy. Who's watch partying? Who's watch partying? Wait, 96 is playing? Ooh. They're just streaming their POV? That sounds kind of interesting. Let's raid that. Let's raid that. We're going to raid 96's POV. Playing against Ambrosia. On 5-minute delay. Peace out, gamers. Thanks for tuning into my watch party. I will catch you tomorrow. They can do that? Yes, with delay, you're allowed to do it. I'll catch you tomorrow for low elo coaching. Peace out. Peace out. Hope you enjoyed the watch party.